drive trucks.
It's just what we do.
In this town, we catch fish.
It's just what we do.
In this town,
We support our hounds.
In this town, we go to Ferris Orthodontics.
It's just what we do.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Let me cash your card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
Life's too short for dirty cars. At Club Car Wash, they make cleanliness easy so you can get back to enjoying the ride. Club Car Wash, your ticket to a cleaner, brighter day.
You know, everyone's lifestyle inside is all connected through Wi-Fi. Your IoT devices, your TV, the streamers, the gamers. And we in Texas, we love being out in the backyard. We love extending, I think, what we do inside to the outside. Whether it's grilling, whether it's swimming, hanging out at night, listening to music, the outdoor Wi-Fi product really extends that Wi-Fi in your lifestyle to the outdoors. We think about connecting products like your security cameras that you can get through GVTC. Talk about your smart lights, your smart speakers. It's the she shed outside, right? For all the women who love to do projects outside, just the same as a workshop. Wherever you want to connect your Wi-Fi, it really is taking the best of the indoor premium Wi-Fi and extending it outdoors into whatever lifestyle that you have.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the movies, Abuela?
Mijo, I love you, but I prefer the classic movies. You go, have a good time. What's this?
Just come with me.
Oh, ay, mijo.
Your choice, Abuela.
GVTC, connecting you.
The thing that immediately comes to mind was having the honor and the privilege, really, to refresh our brand recently. To me, it was more than just colors and making things look pretty. It was really shaping the way the company was being portrayed for the people that worked so hard within the company, and creating something that they could be proud of.
I guess landing a major account has empowered me. Being able to close on 2 large accounts that I had worked with gave me kind of a more of a boost. It solidified that I am a good salesperson.
It is such a wonderful feeling when you give information, you provide information to your supervisor, to your manager, and they trust the information you're giving them.
I think just thinking recently when I became manager, there's so many things when I've been here where I've always had to ask somebody else. Can I do this or can I do that? Even as supervisor, can I do this for my employees? And so just being able to be like, okay, I'm the one now. I'm the one that gets to make the decisions. I'm the one that gets to make, decide these things. So.
We're really good at helping each other as women, and I think that the more people that look out for each other, I think.
It's important to keep us in the talks of decision making. Having our perspective on things is almost quintessential at this point in time. I feel like we add a lot to the table.
I think that women in general, we have to bring each other up and not tear each other down. I mean, unfortunately in our society, too many people are quick to tear people down, and sometimes women are the worst with other women. We're all in the same game. We all need to lift each other up and inspire each other and, do what we can to help them learn and grow.
All right. Okie doke. And good evening. We'd like to welcome you out to Boerne ISD Stadium. I guess that's what go rolling means. Yeah, there you go. Okay, Boerne ISD Stadium is where we are with the sports editor. I got to get sports producer, sports editor, sports, Grand Poobah or something. But the sports editor of the Boerne Star newspaper, Kerry Barbosa. I'm Roland J. Ruiz. Look at that lineup right there. The Alamo Heights Mules coming into this thing undefeated against the 3-1 Boerne Greyhounds. You want to talk about a district tilt tonight there, Kerry?
Yeah, this is a great one to start the district campaign for both teams. And Alamo Heights, they haven't lost a district game since 2019, and Boerne's only lost one since that time, and it came last year to Alamo Heights. So
as we take a look at the district records right there, of course, as we mentioned, Alamo Heights undefeated, Boerne at 3-1. I guess first district game tonight, as we see kind of jockeying for position and to see who can, get a win over the other district rival. And, I was just thinking about this as I was going through and doing my due diligence a little bit earlier to get numbers and all this on both teams. It seems as though we just got started. Take a deep breath, and Kerry, we're halfway through the season already.
Yeah, it goes quick, that's for sure.
It's unbelievable. Well, Alamo Heights is going to receive to start the ball game this evening. Boerne gets set to kick off. And that, of course, Diego Jimenez gets the ball on the ground. This one fielded, fakes the handoff, fakes the reverse, and coming near side is the return man across the 20, down to around the 23-yard line goes Landon Baldwin. 5'9", 170-pound junior return man. And the Mules will have the football to start the football game this evening. Alamo Heights, it's interesting. How do they reload? Seems like year in and year out. and be a contender and get into the playoffs and deep in some cases.
Face mask, so they're going to add 15 to this drive. So it's going to be pretty good starting field position for the Mules. And you talk about the Mules and what they bring to the table. You're going to say DK Garza's name a lot tonight. He's one of the best running backs around, one of the best running backs in the city. He's already closing in on 1,000 rushing yards this year, has 15 touchdowns. So Greyhounds had to figure a way to stop him.
As he comes into the picture right now, you see number 21 on a 1st and 10, 21, that being the aforementioned DK Garza. The quarterback is Easton Stone. Takes a snap, drops back, looks downfield, and ball is intercepted. Picked off C.J. Smith with the takeaway for the Boerne Greyhounds, and there's a fine introduction this evening. The Greyhounds will have the football.
Great way to start the game by the Greyhounds, get a pick. C.J. Smith just underthrown ball, and he just kind of underthrew that pass and had his man. And I felt like if the Mules are going to win, it's going to be because of Garza and his running ability. And obviously, you can't go to him every play. You tried to take a shot downfield early. Just didn't work out. Greyhound, great response to that play.
We'll look for that number 4 young man by the name of Alex Cross, who seems to be quarterback Easton Stone's favorite target, but we'll check that out as the game unfolds. 1st and 10, speaking of quarterbacks, look at this. Sweeney with the carry across the 30. Sweeney has a first down and more near midfield before he's driven out of bounds.
Late hit, too.
And they are going to call a late hit.
Yep.
And that's going to tack on some more yards, as that was Gannon Laswell looked like the recipient of that penalty.
Well, I'm not really sure if that was a design play, if it was a quarterback draw. Either way, Sweeney takes that. You see the hit there when he's already pretty much out of bounds. So add 15. So this puts them on positive side of the field in Mules territory.
Sweeney with those legs carrying the football. 38 carries, 323 yards, and 7 touchdowns on the ground. And that's just rushing the football. That has nothing to do with his passing numbers. We'll share those here in just a bit. Got a couple of receivers to the near side, single receiver to the far side, that being Nicholas on this first down. Sweeney drops back, looks downfield. There's Nicholas at the 10, brought down at about the 7-yard line by the defender. That's Andrew Sobey, but that's going to give the Boerne Greyhounds a big first down.
Yep, just kind of floats it up there. Doesn't really zip it, just kind of lays it up, lets his receiver get underneath it. A little short on the throw, but good enough to get there, and 1st and goal for the Greyhounds.
So a couple of bang-bang plays just out of the box. And the Greyhounds in scoring position on this 1st and goal. Line of scrimmage, the Alamo Heights 7. Man in motion. Here's the handoff straight up the middle and into the end zone goes Callan Combs. Touchdown Boerne. And the Boerne Greyhounds draw first blood this evening.
Boy, the Greyhounds made it look easy. Just a couple big plays, a big run, then a nice completion, and right there, Combs not even touched as he heads into the end zone. So after that interception by Smith, the Greyhounds capitalized just on 3 plays. They go the length of the field, 75 yards in 3 plays.
Extra point attempt coming off the foot of Diego Jimenez is good. 10:58 remains in the opening stanza. And our score, the Boerne Greyhounds 7 and the Alamo Heights Mules nothing. You're enjoying Boerne Greyhounds football right here on the Greyhounds Network.
In this town, we drive trucks.
It's just what we do.
In this town, we catch fish.
It's just what we do.
In this town,
We support our hounds.
In this town, we go to Ferris Orthodontics.
It's just what we do.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Well, just underway here at Boerne ISD Stadium. Greyhounds get on the board, and my math skills aren't that great, but I can tell you that was 3 plays, that drive.
3 plays, 75 yards, only took 46 seconds. So what an opening statement by the Greyhounds.
From the takeaway, from the interception, that being the C.J. Smith interception off the Aaron Alamo Heights pass to give the Greyhounds the football. And now Alamo Heights is going to come out for their second offensive possession.
Well, I think we're going to start seeing a lot of Garza. You can't run him every play, like I said, but I think we're going to see a pretty heavy dose of Garza coming up soon.
Gadasek and Baldwin come out flanked to the near side on this 1st and 10 for the Mules. Here's a pitch, as you were mentioned. There's Garza across the 30. Good defensive pursuit. He eludes the first tackler, but look who's there to get the stop. That, of course, Cole Trailer, coming up to make the stop.
Yep, and his dad is here. Or excuse me, his uncle, the head coach of the UTSA Roadrunners, is here.
There you go. And it's he leads the team in a few categories. We'll bring those up here momentarily. I got so much to bring up here in a few minutes. It's the 2nd down now for the Alamo Heights Mules. Easton Stone calling for the football. Ball on the ground. Stone picks it up, has to get rid of it quickly, and finds a man just across the 40 at about the 42-yard line. That's Alex Cross, the senior wide receiver I mentioned earlier. He seems to be Stone's favorite target for the Mules.
Yeah, the question is, where are they going to spot it? Looks like they're going to spot it about a yard short here.
So that'll bring up a 3rd down. Bobby Jed Richardson in on the stop that time for the Greyhounds. Cross flanked out to the far side. To the near side is Gadasek on this 3rd and short for Alamo Heights. Actually, 3 receivers near side, 2 to the far side. For quarterback Stone. He's looking far side, has a man. Garza, who makes the reception at about the 45-yard line. That'll move the chains and be another 1st down.
Yeah, and Garza is such a good athlete that you got to get him involved in a lot of different ways. You can't just hand him the ball every time. That time he lines up as a wide receiver, makes the catch, and gets that 1st down. They didn't need much. They only needed a yard, and they only got 2 on that play, but it was enough to move the chains.
So Gadasek, along with Baldwin, coming out to the near side. Cross to the far side on this 1st down for Alamo Heights to give Garza. Trying to make something happen. He's wrapped up and dropped. Good pursuit that time. Cooper Thompson, who leads the team in tackles, by the way, with 39.
Yeah, and Garza is such a shifty back. He's going to get his yards. You just got to try to limit his big play ability, because if you watch him play this year against Churchill, he goes for 360 yards and 6 touchdowns. And the way you get 360 is you bust 70, 80 yarders a couple times, and he's been able to do that. So if you can limit those big explosive plays, you have a chance.
2nd down from the Mule 46-yard line. Garza this time on Stone's right hip. Quick out, pass complete, Cross. Wrapped up across midfield and into Boerne territory. He dropped the football, but I think they're going to say
knee was down.
Yeah, his forward progress was already down or already stopped.
Yeah, and at a certain point, his knee touched down as he was trying to fight for some yardage. But Mills sticking to the game plan. They're just kind of mixing it up right now. Little pass, little run, just trying to keep the Greyhound defense off balance.
3rd and 4 now coming up for Alamo Heights. Couple of receivers near side, single receiver far side for quarterback Stone. Here's the give. Garza reversing directions. He's going to be stopped shy of a 1st down. He was trying to follow his left tackle, Sebastian Waddle Gutierrez, but couldn't make it to the 1st down marker, and that'll bring up a 4th down for the Mules.
Well, you see Garza, he just kind of gets lost in the crowd there. But when he gets out to that 2nd level where the linebackers are, to that 2nd level, he's dangerous. And he's got pretty good speed. So if you can keep him from hitting that 2nd level, that's great defense. But it looks like they're going to go for it. 4th and 2-ish.
4th and call it about 2. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. 2 on the bottom for quarterback Easton Stone, that is. Stone, the drop back pass complete. This will be a first down and more. Is hauling that in is Baldwin. Gets out across the 40 near the 35-yard line. Once again, Cooper Thompson with the stop for Boerne. Be another Alamo Heights first down and mark it at the 36.
And there's a lot of space out there for Baldwin to work. He just didn't have a defender in front of him, and he only needed 2 yards, so he's able to get that easily. So,
well, Baldwin would line up with Cross at the top of your screen. And Gatusek at the bottom on this 1st and 10. Quarterback Easton Stone rolling out. Unloads just out of the reach of his intended receiver. That's Alex Cross, just a little bit too tall. Trailer back on the defensively for Boerne. Be second down.
Well, on that 4th down, they throw a pass play. And remember, 3rd and 1, they throw the pass play to Garza. So on 3rd and 4th downs, even in short yardage, they're not afraid to throw that ball.
So once again, 2 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 to the bottom. The give, Garza reverses his field. Good pursuit that time. It's swarming Boerne defense over to make the stop. That's Robert Estes.
A little bit of extracurricular going on after the play on this side, but no flags. But, yeah, that's a great job of just kind of containing Garza, just not letting them get out in the open. And that's something they did last year well against the Alamo Heights big back last year, Michael Terry III. They just didn't let him get loose.
Estes good with defensive pursuit. 4 thrown for lost tackles thus far this season. Make it number 5 with that one. It's 3rd down. Stone, the snap dropping back, looks downfield, pass. It was somewhere in the vicinity of his intended receivers, Baldwin and Gantusek, but nothing doing there. Pass is incomplete, back defensively. We saw Hudson Bruce from his linebacker position for the Greyhounds, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, 4th and long. I think if it's 4th and a couple, you might go for it, but 4th and 12, that's a long way to go. So it looks like they're going to punt here. I mean, you're in Greyhound territory, too far for a field goal, but I just think with the distance is what's going to get you here.
Punt sails out of bounds at about call it the 17-yard line or thereabouts. We'll see where the officials spot this, but it'll be first down once again. Greyhounds will have the ball.
Yeah, Garza with the punt, just kind of rugby-style kick on that right side.
Interesting to note. It's interesting to note as I hit my Vin Scully mode. The Greyhounds at 3-1 have outscored their opponents 39 to just about 25. So they've been on the winning ends. Couple of games a little bit close, but have pulled out those W's. Even their loss in the opening game of the season was a close one. That pass complete to Frazier. Gets the ball across the 20 down to around the 21-yard line. Zach Frazier, 24 receptions for 330 yards and 4 touchdowns coming into play tonight.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a slip there. Remember last week we saw a couple slips by the Smithson Valley players on this turf. So I don't know if it's the shoes or the turf or what it is, but I've seen a few slips.
Second down, Sweeney. Looking downfield, pass, beautiful reception, Jacob Hicks.
Yeah, sophomore Jacob Hicks. Man, that's a great catch. Sweeney saw it, he sees it, throws to it right away, and Hicks has to go up and get it. And he takes a pretty good hit, and he holds on.
He holds on to the ball. That was a fine effort by the sophomore.
That went for 20.
First and 10, pair of receivers either side. The handoff straight up the middle. I believe that's Morrison, who's bullying his way across the 45.
Look like a rugby scrum. Look at that, all those bodies in there.
Certainly does, and that is Morrison beginning up off the bottom of that pile. Morrison, 29 carries for 129 yards coming into play tonight with 3 touchdowns. Mighty tough. Your go-to guy for getting those tough yards that you need. Second down. Sweeney looks over to the sidelines. Frazier to the near side. You got Hicks and Nicholas to the far side. Second down, Sweeney, the give. Morrison once again has a little bit of a hole as he tries to get near the midfield stripe. Stop just shy.
Jeff Morrison once again on the carry.
Over to make that stop, that time was 65. That's Sam Baumgartner.
It's third and about 3.
So it's third. We're going to call it 3 for the Boerne Greyhounds now, with 2 receivers either side. Once again, Morrison, lone back in the backfield with quarterback Grant Sweeney.
Taking their time.
Try to eat some of that clock, and why not? Clock control is what it's all about. Here's Sweeney. Quick out, pass complete. 45 and driven out of bounds. Goes Eli Nicholas.
Well, interesting play. They run him to the short side of the field. See, they're on that left hash, and they roll him that side, so you don't have a lot of options, but he finds the open receiver and connects and gets the first down.
Just kind of taking the field slow and steady. This is the third first down of this drive for the Greyhounds. The give. Morrison, this time he's going to be tripped up in the backfield. He may get back to the line of scrimmage. Coming over to make the stop, number 2, that's Gannon Laswell, among others.
Well, so far, Boerne's big plays have been through the air. Alamo Heights, just has done a good job of kind of containing that run a little bit, but Boerne's hurt him through the air.
Second down, going to call it 11. Sweeney drop back. Sweeney looking downfield, has a man. That's Frazier at the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown, Greyhounds.
So I guess the coach heard me. He said, oh, well, Kerry said we need to go to the air because we've beaten them that way a couple times. Well, let's throw the ball. And that time, and look at the play. Frazier's 5 yards behind the defender.
He could have had a sandwich. He was by himself there.
I think he was texting as he was running into the end zone because he was so wide open. And until Alamo Heights figures that out, the passing game, because they burned them for 20, they burned them for, a couple plays deep. So
Jimenez on to try the extra point, and it's good. 2:15 remain in the first quarter, and our score, the Boerne Greyhounds 14, Alamo Heights Mules nothing. We'll be back with more in just a moment right here on the Greyhounds Network.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Let me cash your card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
Life's too short for dirty cars. At Club Car Wash, they make cleanliness easy so you can get back to enjoying the ride. Club Car Wash, your ticket to a cleaner, brighter day.
Well, the Boerne Greyhounds back on the board once again, and that drive looked like what?
Pretty good.
My gosh.
46-yard touchdown pass from Sweeney to Frazier. Goes 7 plays, 79 yards, and it took about 3.5 minutes.
Jimenez kicks this off. It's handled by Balden. Trying to find something to the near side. Nothing doing there. Good defensive pursuit or good play on special teams. I'll get my terminologies right here in just a second. It's over to make the stop that time. I think that was number 8, Brock Heersholzer, coming over to make the stop.
Mules return the ball to the
And a big play. You know, one thing we've seen is that, and it's still early on, but the containment that special teams and the Boerne defense has shown has been very impressive thus far. This against the high-powered Alamo Heights offense.
Yeah, Mules come in. They've beaten some good teams. They beat Clemens. They played some good teams. They've had a tough non-district schedule, so they've looked good too, beating those teams. Tonight, haven't been able to figure it out a whole lot at this point.
1st and 10, Easton Stone, the quarterback. The snap, handoff. Trying to find the corner, nothing doing there. Goes the running back. That's Stefan Torriera.
Number 15, Stefan Torriera. Carry, he was tackled in the backfield.
Well, the Greyhounds are not giving up a whole lot. That front four is in the front seven, really, if you count the linebackers. He's doing a great job of controlling that line of scrimmage.
Torriera that time.
He lost a few.
Yeah, he did. He got thrown there. So it's 2nd down. As you were saying, you can't go to Garza all night. I think they're trying to find a counter, and that one kind of slipped. 2nd down and long. Here's Stone looking to air it out. Does so. Has a man across midfield, across the 40. The 30, touchdown saving tackle by Traylor. As hauling that one in is Cameron Wogstad.
Well, just looking at the replay, he takes his time. You see the quarterback sees Wogstad wide open, hits him in stride. Nice throw. Then at the end, watch him just try to get down. He feels the tackle coming. He just tries to get down right here just to avoid getting stripped right there.
Good touchdown saving tackle that time by Traylor. And that has Alamo Heights with their best field position of the evening thus far. It's 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage is the 17. Stone, quick out. This one hauled in, trying to find the corner, and eventually does, getting a couple of tough yards. Goes Balden before he's taken out of bounds. C.J. Smith in with a stop.
Well, that pass play to Wogstad, 65 yards. So, boy, that flipped the field in a hurry.
Sure did. Nice pick up there, too. It should be second call at about 3 for Alamo Heights. So you got Cross and Balden coming near side. Jadusek to the far side on this 2nd down. Here's Garza. Handoff on the delay as the quarter runs out, and Garza takes it into the end zone for an Alamo Heights touchdown.
That time there was no Greyhounds meeting them at the line of scrimmage. So once he gets to that 2nd level, it's just a cakewalk for that guy. He's so good, and just you can't contain him every play. Obviously, they've done a good job up until then, but that pass play really kind of got them going. 65 yards.
This is Gannon Laswell on to try the extra point for Alamo Heights. Kick is up and it's good. We've come to the end of the 1st quarter. The Alamo Heights Mules on the scoreboard. Our score now, Boerne 14, Alamo Heights 7. Back with 2nd quarter action in just a moment here on the Greyhounds Network.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the movies, Abuela?
Mijo, I love you, but I prefer the classic movies. You go. Have a good time. What's this?
Just come with me.
Oh, my mijo.
Your choice, Abuela.
GVTC, connecting you.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Along with the sports editor of the Boerne Star newspaper, Kerry Barboza, Roland J. Ruiz, with your 2nd quarter action, and one that we circled on the calendar, on the schedule. Realized this one was going to be a big one, and there toward the end of the 1st quarter, we saw why. An explosive DK Garza, as you were mentioning, Keep your eyes on him. He's going to do something, and he sure did there to end the quarter.
Yeah, he goes 17, carries it in. It's a 4-play, 83-yard drive. Took 2:08, the final 2:08 off the clock. Of course, the key play was that 65-yard completion to Walkstead that set them up deep in Greyhound territory.
Latswell to kick this off. Far side, bounces inside the 10, out of bounds. And the Greyhounds will go on offense. 1st and 10. You know, as we were mentioning, Boerne outscoring their opponents 39 to roughly 25. That's an average. 39 to 25. On the other side of the coin for Alamo Heights, they've had some big wins over Seguin, over Churchill, over Canyon, and last week against Clemens, a little bit tighter. They've been outscoring their opponents almost 50 to 30.
And they won last week's with the kick walk-off, I believe, on a kick with no time.
There's a lot more entertaining football on the way. 1st and 10. Sweeney. The give near side. Nice hole that time. It's Combs. As he gets across the 35 down to around the 37-yard line before he's met there. Blake Bader in on the stop that time for Alamo Heights. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, Greyhounds have had 2 possessions. They've scored touchdowns on both, so the Mules defense has not shown the ability so far to stop the Greyhounds. And right there, he rips off 7 or 8.
Nicholas near side. You got Hicks, Frazier to the far side. Goes Nicholas in motion. Sweeney, play action. Dances out of trouble, has a man across midfield. Down inside the 40-yard line. Frazier. There he is, Zach Frazier once again.
And I like that decision by Sweeney. Look, he's got room. He's going to step up out of the pocket. He's got room in front of him if he runs to the right. But he just rather throw, and he gets a bigger gain that way.
1st down, the give this time. Good defensive pursuit to stop Callan Combs. In to make the stop was Max Gutierrez for Alamo Heights.
Yeah, right now, Mules' defense is good at stopping the run. They're doing a good job of limiting that run. And like we talked about that last drive, the Greyhounds have been able to pick them apart in the passing game. And you know, obviously, you can't pass every play, but that's been their strength so far in this game.
Brock Holzer replacing Combs in the offense. 3 receivers to the near side, 2nd down. Quick out to Frazier. Frazier looks to throw. Frazier unloads. Frazier has Nicholas. Touchdown, Boerne. How about them Boerne Greyhounds?
A little bit of trickeration there, but it worked. A little halfback option. You see him right on the replay. He just becomes the receiver. He waits and the defender comes in, and Eli Nicholas wide open that time.
They bid on it, I guess, thinking that Frazier was going to run, but had the presence of mind to look downfield, and he found Nicholas once again by his open.
Well, those plays, you can't call them a lot, and I don't know that Boerne's called that play so far this year. That's a great time to do it. This is the game you would do a play like that because you haven't shown it all year.
10-17 before halftime is the extra point is good. Our score now, Boerne 21, Alamo Heights 7. Back with more in a moment here on the Greyhounds Network.
In this town, we drive trucks.
It's just what we do.
In this town, we catch fish.
It's just what we do.
In this town,
We support our hounds.
In this town, we go to Ferris Orthodontics.
It's just what we do.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Let me cash your card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
Back with you now, Boerne ISD Stadium. Zach Frazier found Nicholas by himself for another Boerne touchdown. We can review that drive when you get a chance there, Kerry.
That's going to go out of bounds, so Mules are going to have some options here. Let's see what they decide. But that drive, 70 yards, 4 plays, took a minute 43. So Greyhounds, 3-play scoring drive, 7-play scoring drive, and 4-play scoring drive. So, like I said, Mules right now, defense has not been able to stop the Greyhounds. And at some point, you know, if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to figure a way to slow them down or stop them or something. But right now, Boerne's just playing so well, playing with so much confidence, so many different weapons. And
that's it. I think as the Alamo Heights defense may adjust to start paying more attention to the pass, to Boerne's pass, that's going to open up the door wide for the likes of Combs and Morrison. So we'll see how that comes to play here in just a bit.
So they're going to make them kick it again. So far, on every kickoff, they do the fake reverse. And at one point, you know they're going to reverse it. They're going to hand it off. They fake the handoff. They haven't done it yet.
Landon Balden in handling the kickoffs. This one handled this time, number 16. That's William Bishop with a return. Stop made there by Hudson Bruce, and it'll be first down for the Mules.
Well, it's good starting field position for Alamo Heights after that re-kick. They pooch kicked it, but they able to get good return by Bishop. They're starting at the 41, so not bad field position to start this drive for the Alamo Heights.
And Garza's coming back in at running back. I guess you've got to give him, got to spell him every now and then, as you were mentioning. But yeah, somebody that Greyhound defense is going to have to pay attention to. From the 40, 1st and 10, on the delay, here comes the aforementioned Garza. Across the 45, still on his feet midfield before he's finally run out of bounds.
Well, he broke a couple tackles. Good job of staying up on his feet. Just such a tough runner. He's got good speed, good field vision. See right here, he takes a good hit. He stays up on the ground and fights for a few more yards. And you know, I mentioned last year that they did a good job on Michael Terry, limiting him. Well, guess who the defensive coordinator was for the Greyhounds? He's the head coach now.
Head coach, yeah.
So, he knows a thing or two about keying in on really good running backs like that.
Second and short for Alamo Heights. Stone takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Tries to step up. Caught there for a moment. Gets away. Unloads. He's just going to. Yeah, that was dangerous. I thought he was going to throw it out of bounds. He was looking in the direction of Landon Balden. But, yeah, that was dangerous because C.J. Smith was getting in position to have his second pick of the night.
Well, they almost get him right here. He escapes, and right here, like, yeah, just throw it away. And that one is almost picked off right there. I don't know if he thought the receiver was going to cut upfield. Instead, the receiver went towards the sideline, so I don't know if that was why. But, yeah, dangerous throw. Very fortunate to keep the possession.
Third down, Mules. They got to get to the Boerne 49 for a first down. Third, call it about 2. Stone keeps it. He'll have the first down and more as he gets across the 40 down to around the 35-yard line. In on the stop. Big number 35, Blake Burkholder.
I think that's Garza. Garza was the quarterback. He was a Wildcat.
Oh, they were going Wildcat. You're correct. That is Garza. Well, no wonder he was able to pick up the yardage. Not that Stone's not a good runner, but it just stands to reason.
Well, give him the ball directly. Let him touch the ball instead of having to hand it off, and it worked. That was a good gain for them. That was a 15-yarder.
It's 1st and 10, Alamo Heights on the delay. Garza once again across the 40, the 35 down to near the 30-yard line before he's wrapped up there. Cash Gatlin over to make the stop. 35 tackles on the season for Cash, making 36 with that one.
Garza cuts so well laterally. He just moves across the field sideways and doesn't lose any speed. And he's always able to get extra yards out of those possessions.
They got to get to the 26 for a first down. It's second down now for the Alamo Heights Mules. Stone, quick out.
Nope. Different page.
Yeah, he was looking for Cross, who turned inside instead of turning outside, and just missed his target, so that'll bring up a third down.
Well, he zigged and the quarterback threw a zag.
Zagged, yeah.
Or he zagged when the quarterback threw a zig. Not sure which, but on the wrong page at that time.
Yedusek and Ballin to the near side. Cross to the far side on this third down. For Alamo Heights, once again, they got to get to the 26 for a first down. Stone rolling near side, looking down, has a man. That's Baldwin breaking a tackle at the 10 into the end zone. Touchdown, Alamo Heights. So Baldwin comes away with that. As we look at the defender, I think that was Traylor. He just slipped through his hands and on into the end zone.
Well, it's turning into a shootout.
It is. It's what we thought.
Which I'm okay with. That's great.
You look at you look at district. When all is said and done in early November, these two teams are going to be banging on the door for a playoff spot. As the extra point is good, and we got 7:55 remaining here in the first half. Our scores: the Boerne Greyhounds 21, Alamo Heights 14. Back with more in a moment on the Greyhounds Network.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Let me cash your card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
Back with you now, Boerne ISD Stadium, and the Alamo Heights Mules find the end zone once again.
Yep, they go 59 yards on sixth place, took 222 after an interception and a punt on their first two drives. They've scored on their last two and hit some big pass plays to do it.
Kickoff taken on the far side. Across the 20, the 25, stop near the just shy of the 30-yard line. Goes a return man. That, of course, Cole Traylor. And the Greyhounds will have the football there first and 10.
Well, that was the Mules' fourth possessions. Like I said, first two come up empty. Last two been able to hit some big pass plays that helped them. They did score on the Garza run on that first one, but this one they hit that big long pass play. This one they hit a big pass play. Greyhounds are 3 for 3, so the Mules have not stopped them so far. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns.
Wide out either side for quarterback Grant Sweeney on a first down. This time he comes in the direction of Nicholas across the 35. Tripped up. He'll be stopped maybe just shy of the 40. He's over to make the stop for Alamo Heights. That's Carter Neely.
Good open field tackle by Neely against an athlete. It's tough to tackle an athlete in space, but Nicholas still able to get that first down. Gain of 11.
We'll move the chains. First down. Boerne. Sweeney. The give Morrison.
Uh-oh.
Ball's out. Looks like the Greyhounds may have jumped on it. And as a matter of fact, they do. Good heads-up play that time. Bo Dayock coming up with a football.
Yeah, the ball just pops up. And Dayock's just kind of Johnny on the spot right there. You see he gets hit, and Dayock's just right there.
Might have been a question of the Alamo Heights defender there. That was probably Gutierrez putting his helmet on the ball, popping it loose. Second down, Boerne. Give straight up the middle. That time, nothing doing is that Alamo Heights defense. Led once again by Gutierrez. Also number 96, Zane Forey, over to make the stop.
Really no gain, just got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was about it.
So third down coming up for Boerne. It's Combs, lone back in the backfield. He'll adjust and get on Sweeney's left hip this time. Rolling out, Sweeney looking down, pass intended for
tipped.
Nicholas. It was tipped away, and the Greyhounds, for the first time this evening, are going to face a fourth down.
Yep, and receiver was open. Just a good job by somebody on that defense, able to get a hand on it or helmet or something. It somehow got deflected, and tough situation here. You're 4th and 4. Quarterback staying out on the field.
Looks like the indications are they're going to roll the dice and go for this.
Yeah, and if you don't get it, though, it's a high-risk, high-reward type play if you don't get it.
Unless it's just a question of trying to draw the defense off.
Yeah, I think, let's see if they call a timeout or, if they try to get him to jump.
See, there we go, looking to the sideline, timeout, and that is the case.
They'll talk about it.
So, timeout. Big games in the area tonight as well, as I know district play starting in for a lot of districts this evening. Of course, it's knee-deep in some districts.
The Chargers are they're in their second district game. They are winning. They were beating Seguin 14-7 in the first quarter of that game at Matador Stadium.
In clean Seguin.
Yep. With a big quarterback. That quarterback for Seguin is 6'6", so I don't know. There's a taller quarterback. Greater San Antonio area has a big dude, 6'6".
That's a tall young man. You can't teach tall. That's a gift indeed.
And he's a good athlete. He's a good runner. If he gets loose, he can make things happen with a leg. Somebody moved, so you're going to punt for sure now if you weren't.
Yeah, I think they're Alamo Heights is celebrating, so they're I'm going to call a false start on the Greyhounds. It's going to back it up.
They had, Sweeney's the punter, so he's out there anyway, and he was in punt formation. But if you were going to fake it, I don't know you're going to fake it now at 4th and 9. And good job by the Mules defense stopping the Greyhounds for the first time tonight.
That is. Here's Sweeney, the snap. High, looked like it went off the side of his foot. Still gets a good Greyhound roll. They're going to kill this at about the 33-yard line, that being the Alamo Heights 33. We got 5:36 remaining here in the first half. In a game that was Boerne early. I mean, they jumped on, got a turnover, took it to the end zone. Next offensive drive they scored. As a matter of fact, they scored on their first 3 offensive drives. First time they've had to punt the ball away this evening.
Yep. Teams are just kind of settling in. The defense has figured out some things, so it's gotten to be a really good game here.
Stone the handoff. Garza trying to find the corner, and as you talked about earlier, yes, indeed, he bangs out across the 40 down to around the 43-yard line. Big gain that time for the Mules running back. That'll move the chains. It'll be another Alamo Heights first down.
That biggest gain of the night for Garza, 10 yards. He moves the sticks, and that's what he does. He causes a lot of problems for a defense. He has an ability to break big runs, and so Greyhounds have done a good job of limiting that so far.
1st and 10, Alamo Heights, 41-yard line of scrimmage to give. Garza once again. He'll be stopped shy of the 45, going to get him about the 43, maybe gain of a couple. He's getting up off the bottom of that pile. That number 41 is Logan Lewis.
Yeah, good job of staying home because they handed off to Garza. He started one direction, kind of reverse field, and went back the other way, and the defense was stayed home and only gives up 2 yards on that play.
2nd and 8 now, Alamo Heights. The pair of receivers near side. Stone looking to pass, does so, hands cross, midfield, out of bounds. He's going to be knocked out short of a first down. He's over to make the hit. That was Hayden Silva. It should be third and call it third, depending on the spot. They're going to spot it at midfield. And they got to get it to the 48, so 3rd and about 2.
Good play call. They go to Garza, and then they try this pass play, and they get 6 out of it, so it makes it a very manageable 3rd down and 2. And you may be in 4-down territory here, too, as well.
Couple of men in the backfield this time for quarterback Stone. Fakes it. No, once again, the snap to Garza. I believe they're going to see his forward progress. Got that first down.
Easy. Well, good yard. So when they need short yardage, direct snap it to Garza. Avoid the handoff. Don't waste any time doing that. Just give it to our best player on offense and let him get a first down. It's worked twice for him.
Worst and 10, Alamo Heights now in Boerne territory at the 47-yard line. Quick out, cross. 45 inside the 40 to near the 35-yard line. Before he's wrestled down, Cooper Thompson with the stop. But just enough to move the chains and give the Mules another first down.
Yeah, that one goes for 11. And right now you're seeing good balance on the play calling, just mixing it up, pass and run, just trying to keep the defense guessing, and kind of got them back on their heels just a little bit right here.
First and 10. Here's Stone. Looking to pass again, in and out of the hands of Cross. I tell you, if Jake Bettis would have looked up just a minute earlier, he might have had himself an interception.
Yeah, and he reflexed just out of reaction. Watch him get a hand up, but just not enough time to come up with any kind of catch. You see him right there reach up like that, just not able to.
But just out of the grasp of Easton Stone's favorite target. 2nd and 10 now for Alamo Heights. Line of scrimmage, the Greyhound 35. Stone the snap, Stone the give to Garza. Across the 35, he'll be wrapped up after a gain of maybe 2. Cash Gatlin getting up off the bottom of that pile, as is, of course, Cooper Thompson.
Well, both these teams, I think, are battle tested. I think in non-district they had some really good games. You know, Alamo Heights has played some really good teams, and they've had to grind out wins. And Greyhounds have had to grind out some wins too. So this is going to come down to the very end. And both these teams know how to win games late.
Big 3rd down play now coming up for Alamo Heights. Stone rolling near side, unloads, has Garza. Garza breaking tackles at the 20-yard line. He'll get inside the 20. He'll have an Alamo Heights first down. Over to make the stop that time, Ronald Smith. But if you notice, he's breaking tackles to get past the first down marker.
Yeah.
2.
Yeah, he's so slippery, and he's just hard to bring down, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be a question of wrapping him up at some point.
Well, and he was just kind of the check down route. Stone was looking downfield, nothing there. He's under duress, so he just kind of flips it to Garza and go do the rest. That's what he did.
1st and 10, Alamo Heights from the Greyhound 20. Stone dropping back, has time, looking end zone. Pass batted away, good defense that time. Stone looked like he was trying to throw into double coverage as C.J. Smith was back defensively.
Yeah, it was kind of a jump ball. I think he had a receiver, but the safety comes over to help. It's kind of a wobbly throw, but you see the safety come over, and it's just a jump ball. right there, and very fortunate. And boy, he had his hands on that one, just slipped out of the hands of Smith on the way down. And
Smith, trailer was back there with him as well.
Yeah, he'd love to have another shot at that one.
So timeout on the field. This may be the 2-minute notification. I believe that's the proper terminology.
I believe that's our 2-minute timeout, I think.
2-minute timeout. We'll take that. With that 2-minute timeout, we'll take this one. Our score 21-14. Boerne on top of Alamo Heights. Back with more in a moment on the Greyhound Network.
You know, everyone's lifestyle inside is all connected through Wi-Fi. Your IoT devices, your TV, the streamers, the gamers. And we in Texas, we love being out in the backyard. We love extending, I think, what we do inside to the outside. Whether it's grilling, whether it's swimming, hanging out at night, listening to music, the outdoor Wi-Fi product really extends that Wi-Fi in your lifestyle to the outdoors.
Here's a give. Garza.
Look out.
Across the 20, the 10, looking end zone. He's going to be stopped shy of the touchdown. Once again, C.J. Smith over to make the stop. Some help that time also from Hayden Silva.
Yeah, that was a 17-yard run, longest of the night for Garza. He's starting to get going now. This is what he does. He's, you know, they're going to see a lot of him.
Good size and good quickness for Garza. It's first and goal now, Alamo Heights.
That was the 11th play of the drive. They took over at 5:36, so they've got a good drive going here.
They fake the snap to Garza this time. The running back, that being Blake Bader, wrapped up. It's going to be stopped shy of the end zone.
Yeah, Bader just goes lateral, trying to use that speed to get to the edge, but good job by the Greyhounds, especially number 10, Ronald Smith, not letting them turn that corner. And somebody called the timeout here.
And timeout, it'll be second and goal then for Alamo Heights. Minute 19 remains here before halftime. Ball game dominated early on by Boerne. Alamo Heights has had the answer, though. In their last several drives, they've kept it to within 7. And now just a couple of yards away and an extra point from knotting this thing up going into the halftime locker room.
And I get that you don't want to, with Garza, that they're going to key on him, especially down in the goal line, so you try to bring in another guy on, like Bader on that last play, just to maybe take some of the pressure away. But I would think at a certain point you're going to just put the ball in his hands just to see what he can do.
As a matter of fact, that's what's going on again right now.
Direct snap.
They're going to direct snap to Garza, who's back there with him.
Now, watch for a trick play, right? I mean, you never know.
Torreta and Bader.
This kind of
ball's on the ground. Garza picks it up. Garza wrapped up. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. Good defensive pursuit. Logan Lewis in on the stop.
Well, there's a flag, too, so let's see what that's about.
Yeah, the snap. Garza mishandled the snap. Garza mishandled the snap, and the ball was in the ground. Oh. Bad penalty. It gives them an automatic first.
Yeah, but they're only going to get a yard out of it, basically. So, yeah, you see just a bad snap, tries to pick it up. And I guess at some point in there, somebody grabbed a face mask. But so it's going to make it first and goal probably at the 1. So they're going to have 4 cracks at this.
Again, Torreta, Bader, and Garza. Basically your backfield. Garza taking the snap. Fakes the handoff. He'll keep it. Right side touchdown, Alamo Heights. That's his second rushing touchdown of the evening.
They've got the last two scores. Remember, it was a 21-7 game early in the second quarter. They scored. Greyhounds punt. This time they go and they score again. And that penalty, that face mask, wasn't that big of a deal. I mean, it only gave them a yard, but it gave them a fresh set of downs. Not that they needed it.
That's where it hurt, yeah.
They scored pretty swiftly after that. So
Lasswell on to add the extra point. And we've got a new ball game here with 59 seconds remaining before halftime. Our score, Boerne 21, Alamo Heights 21. Is it everything so far you thought it would be?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Back with more in a moment here on the Greyhound Network.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the movies, Abuela?
Mijo, I love you, but I prefer the classic movies. You go. Have a good time. What's this?
Just come with me.
Oh, ay, mijo.
Your choice, Abuela.
GVTC, connecting you.
In this town, we drive trucks.
It's just what we do.
In this town, we catch fish.
It's just what we do.
In this town,
We support our hounds.
In this town, we go to Ferris Orthodontics.
It's just what we do.
Back at Boerne ISD Stadium and Kerry Barboza, we've got a new ball game.
Yep, very methodical drive by the Mules. They've dominated field position in this second quarter. That one, 13 plays, 68 yards. They took 435, so scored twice in this quarter.
Still some time on the clock for the Greyhounds to do something. Here's Traylor with a return. Reverses his field, tries to find something on the other side. He'll get across the 20, maybe to the 22-yard line. Before that, Alamo Heights special team there, led by Rico Carnahan, makes a stop.
Well, they got 47 seconds. I don't know how many timeouts because the scoreboard is not right because there was a bunch of timeouts there, and it still says 3 and 3. So I don't think that's right. So I'm not sure what the timeout situation is. But
actually, they're going to mark this at the 15-yard line. That's where Boerne will go to work, 1st and 10.
We'll see how the Greyhounds play this. Do you just kind of hand off, see if you can break something? Or do you try to get in position to score here?
Well, Grant Sweeney, some big decisions. Dropping back. Sweeney, quick out, pass in and out of the hands of Combs.
Woo, almost picked off.
That was almost picked off as waiting there was Blake Bader to haul that in for the Mules.
See, and that's the danger of trying to push it upfield like that. If you pick it off, the Mules would have a short field. Might have had a touchdown if he catches it, but I don't know what if they're going to change the approach and just try to hand off and go into halftime tied up.
2nd and 10. Sweeney dropping back, looking near side. Has Hicks. Takes it in, move the chains. It'll be a first down for the Greyhounds.
Yep, Jacob Hicks doing a nice job just along the sideline. Keeps his feet in and steps out, stops the clock, saves the timeout.
Well, Hicks will remain in and go flank to the far side, along with Frazier. And I believe that's Will Traylor over there. Have to check that. Near side is here Holzer on this first down. Here's Sweeney scrambling. Sweeney unloads, has a man. That's Dayak across the 40. Takes it down across the 45. Now to bounce at about the 46. Another first down coming for the Greyhounds.
Great job by Sweeney. It looks like he's going to tuck and run. He stays behind the line of scrimmage, and then he just throws, finds a wide open receiver, and still got a ways to go here. You only have 25 seconds, but they're probably going to need about another 30 yards to be in field goal consideration.
So Nicholas and Hicks to the near side this time. Frazier, I'm sure, another receiver to the far side on this 1st and 10. Sweeney running up in the pocket. He'll be tripped up.
Boerne's going to burn a timeout here.
Big stop that time. Good pursuit, and we've called Max Gutierrez's name several times thus far this evening for Alamo Heights. He's done a good job defensively for the Mules.
Yeah, and that time Sweeney was going to run. He pocket was collapsing. He was going to try to break out and get out into the open field. He had a little bit of space in front of him too, but good job by the Mules defense not letting him get anywhere. Gain of 1.
So it'll be second, call it about 9.
I want to say hello to Russell Hawkins. He let me know he's watching, him and Ann Hawkins.
Good evening, Russell.
Tune in every game. So Watching it from the comfort of home.
There you go, timeout breaking up. You know, this one has all the indications it's going to go down to the wire.
Oh, yeah.
So I think this has been picked as a game of the week on a lot of publications, and you can see why.
Some TV stations. We got Jeff Traylor here from UTSA, got an incarnate word coach. A lot of people have eyes on this game.
Coach Killo, good to see you here. Pass out complete and out of bounds. As Frazier hauls that in, gets down into Alamo Heights territory. Move the chains. It'll be another first down for the Boerne Greyhounds.
Just a quick sideline pattern. Greyhounds are going to try to get to the sideline. Mules got to protect those sidelines.
13 seconds remain here in the first half.
Yeah, that's the only thing. You only have 13 seconds. So really only got about 2-3 plays at the most.
Sweeney rolling near side. Sweeney has Nicholas, 35, out of bounds. Taken out there by Carter Neely. And it'll be second and short.
The Mules are kind of giving them that sideline. They're not really pressing them. They're letting them they're giving up the underneath stuff, but you only got 9 seconds. You probably need a good 10, 15-yard completion to have a shot at a field goal here.
Second down, Boerne. Sweeney looks to the sideline. Shifting back on this second down, takes the snap. He's looking to pass. Trying to buy time. Just unloads, gets rid of it in the direction of Nicholas.
And Sweeney took a shot going out of bounds. Coach Sawyer saying, hey, what happened here?
And you never can tell. Coach Traylor's down there. He may have said that too.
Yeah, he might have. But so now it's fourth down. This is going to be a long field goal if this is what they're going to do. It's a 52-yarder.
It's coming out of the hold of C.J. Smith.
Now, Mules can return this if it's short. They have the option to return this, so this will be interesting if it doesn't, cross the crossbar and it's short. Well, they're going to take a timeout or take a penalty.
Yeah, there's the timeout, I believe. Oh no, it's a penalty.
Yeah, so they weren't going to kick it.
Yeah, here again, I guess they were just hoping maybe the Alamo Heights would jump.
Yeah, but they didn't ever do a count. They never ever lined up, so I would think now that they're just going to punt. Or just not punt, just take a shot downfield. Alamo Heights is protecting. They got 4 men back near the end zone, so.
Yeah, 3 seconds left. This
it might be a Hail Mary type situation here.
So this final play of the half, Sweeney.
Just air it out.
Buying time. Unloads. Looking end zone. It's going to be a jump ball.
Oh.
And is it caught? It is caught.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Nicholas. That's how you draw it up in the locker room.
I think Coach McCombs is going to try to get him on the basketball teams because he went way up to get that one.
Let's take a look at this. Here's Sweeney.
Well executed, just buying time, he's looking around, letting his receivers get down there, and let's just put it up there, just loops it, nice throw, and go up and get it, guy.
Just right in his hands to haul it in.
Wow.
Man, oh man, Eli Nicholas. Gonna put the Boerne Greyhounds on the board and give them the lead at halftime. We've got one half in the books in this district tilt this evening. And thus far, it's living up to its billing at halftime. Our score, Boerne 28, Alamo Heights 21. We'll be back with more in just a bit here on the Greyhound Network.
In this town, we drive trucks.
It's just what we do.
In this town, we catch fish.
It's just what we do.
In this town,
we support our hounds.
In this town, we go to Ferris Orthodontics.
It's just what we do.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Birdie be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Let me cash your card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
Life's too short for dirty cars. At Club Car Wash, they make cleanliness easy so you can get back to enjoying the ride. Club Car Wash, your ticket to a cleaner, brighter day.
You know, everyone's lifestyle inside is all connected through Wi-Fi. Your IoT devices, your TV, the streamers, the gamers. And we in Texas, we love being out in the backyard. We love extending, I think, what we do inside to the outside. Whether it's grilling, whether it's swimming, hanging out at night, listening to music, the outdoor Wi-Fi product really extends that Wi-Fi in your lifestyle to the outdoors. We think about connecting products like your security cameras that you can get through GVTC. Talk about your smart lights, your smart speakers. It's the she shed outside, right? For all the women who love to do projects outside, just the same as a workshop. Wherever you want to connect your Wi-Fi, it really is taking the best of the indoor premium Wi-Fi and extending it outdoors into whatever lifestyle that you have.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the movies, abuela?
Mijo, I love you, but I prefer the classic movies. You go, have a good time. What's this?
Just come with me.
Oh, ay, mijo.
Your choice, abuela.
GVTC, connecting you.
The thing that immediately comes to mind was having the honor and the privilege, really, to refresh our brand recently. To me, it was more than just colors and making things look pretty. It was really shaping the way the company was being portrayed for the people that worked so hard within the company, and creating something that they could be proud of.
I guess landing a major account has empowered me. Being able to close on 2 large accounts that I had worked with gave me kind of a more of a boost. It solidified that I am a good salesperson.
It is such a wonderful feeling when you give information, you provide information to your supervisor, to your manager, and they trust the information you're giving them.
I think just thinking recently when I became manager, there's so many things when I've been here where I've always had to ask somebody else. Can I do this or can I do that? Even as supervisor, can I do this for my employees? And so just being able to be like, okay, I'm the one now. I'm the one that gets to make the decisions. I'm the one that gets to make, decide these things. So.
We're really good at helping each other as women, and I think that the more people that look out for each other, I think.
It's important to keep us in the talks of decision making. Having our perspective on things is almost quintessential at this point in time. I feel like we add a lot to the table.
I think that women in general, we have to bring each other up and not tear each other down. I mean, unfortunately in our society, too many people are quick to tear people down, and sometimes women are the worst with other women. We're all in the same game. We all need to lift each other up and inspire each other and, do what we can to help them learn and grow.
Everything is gonna be okay, girl. Just take a deep breath, because everything's gonna be okay. You're gonna be fine.
Always believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, always strive to do your best, and always remember what you put out there definitely follows you. So always strive to do your best and show what you can do to encourage growth in yourself and to succeed.
Just be you. At the end of the day, don't try to be anybody else. Don't try to live anybody else's dream. Don't try to live through anybody else. Just be you.
Gavin, appreciate you joining us again. I'm Chris Cooley. We're here from the GVTC Foundation, and we want to talk to you about the scholarship you applied for with us, the CTE, the Career and Technical Education Scholarship. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, sir.
Where did you find out about this scholarship from? How did you hear about it?
Actually, one of my friends texted it to me, just because they knew I participated in the CTEs.
Well, let me tell you, that is a very good friend, because we're here to tell you you have won the 2025 GVTC Foundation $7,500 CTE scholarship. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. How are y'all doing today?
Good.
I think.
Well, sorry to call you down to the office. This is Chris Cooley, and we're here with the GVTC Foundation. We wanted to talk to you about the Ola Armstrong Scholarship that you applied for. Does that ring a bell?
Yes, sir.
I'm sure you've applied for quite a few, right? There's a lot of scholarships out there, but we're here to tell you that you are the recipient of the 2025 $15,000 Ola Armstrong Scholarship from the GVTC Foundation. Congratulations to you.
I couldn't be more proud. Thank you so much.
Well, hello, Riley. This is Chris Cooley here from the GVTC Foundation. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Well, sorry to catch you on the road.
No, you're good.
We looks like you're in trouble here. There's a lot of people here, but we've got some questions about your application. This is regarding our GVTC Foundation Richie T. Sorrells Scholarship.
Yes, sir.
Does that ring a bell?
Yes, sir, it does.
I'm sure you filled out a lot of applications. We see you're on the road. I know you're coming back from a school trip, so we'll jump right to it and tell you congratulations. You are the recipient of the 2025 GVTC Foundation $25,000 Richie T. Sorrell Scholarship. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I was not expecting this.
Well, I plan on going into graphic design at Texas State University, and hopefully afterwards being able to use that in my own career experience and hopefully start a business or work through a business, learning on that.
Well, I just want to start by saying thank you to the GVTC Foundation again for giving me this opportunity. It will go a long way in helping pay for college by covering just a chunk of my first semester or more. I'm planning to do something with math, not quite sure yet, but perhaps actuarial science, and this will definitely help further my education in that. So thank you very much again.
So this is going to go towards my education at Texas A&M University. I plan to major in animal science and pursue a career in veterinary medicine, whether that be through working in a vet clinic or product development and research. It's been a passion of mine for many, many years, and I plan to pursue that further in the future. I want to say thank y'all so much for all that y'all do to support youth development in our community. It means so much to me and countless other youth, and it really encourages youth in our community, whether that by acknowledging their leadership, community service, and hard work. So I just want to say thank you for everything that y'all do to support youth in our community. It means so much to me and countless others.
Congratulations to all of you, to the students and to your parents as well. It's a big day for y'all, but it's also a really big day for all of us. As Richie mentioned, this is who we are. So I think for us, you know, what we do in the community, investing in the students, to have a day like this, to be able to come and see the faces, to see not only the people that get to award these, they get to see the real surprises when you guys go, which is great. I think they video that so we can see it too. But it's just a great day for all of us. And so glad y'all are here to all celebrate this together.
Starlets were led to the field by Lieutenant Grace Eichmann, First Lieutenant Riley Yancey, Lieutenant Colonel Kylie Clark, and Colonel Lila Garcia. Starlet of the Week is Sydney Robbins. Silver Star of the Week is Jacinthia Grummond. Sit back and relax when they put Starlets perform with Boogie Wonderland. This evening, the Boerne High School Band and Color Guard will be performing a portion of their UIL marching show entitled Power Surge. Band member of the week is Izzy Burkholz, Gwen Lozano, and Jack Hodges. Guard member of the week is Evie Thomas. The section of the week is the saxophones.
drive trucks.
It's just what we do. In this town, we catch fish.
It's just what we do.
In this town,
We support our hounds.
In this town, we go to Ferris Orthodontics.
It's just what we do.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Let me cash your card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
Life's too short for dirty cars. At Club Car Wash, they make cleanliness easy so you can get back to enjoying the ride. Club Car Wash, your ticket to a cleaner, brighter day.
You know, everyone's lifestyle inside is all connected through Wi-Fi. Your IoT devices, your TV, the streamers, the gamers. And we in Texas, we love being out in the backyard. We love extending, I think, what we do inside to the outside. Whether it's grilling, whether it's swimming, hanging out at night, listening to music, the outdoor Wi-Fi product really extends that Wi-Fi in your lifestyle to the outdoors. We think about connecting products like your security cameras that you can get through GVTC. Talk about your smart lights, your smart speakers. It's the she shed outside, right? For all the women who love to do projects outside, just the same as a workshop. Wherever you want to connect your Wi-Fi, it really is taking the best of the indoor premium Wi-Fi and extending it outdoors into whatever lifestyle that you have.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the movies, Abuela?
Mijo, I love you, but I prefer the classic movies. You go, have a good time. What's this?
Just come with me.
Oh, ay, mijo.
Your choice, Abuela.
GVTC, connecting you.
Back at halftime, Boerne ISD Stadium with the sports editor of the Boerne Star newspaper, Kerry Barbosa. I'm Roland J. Reeves. Boerne on top of Alamo Heights in this big district contest halfway through the season already. 28-21 at halftime. It was a game, Kerry, where early in the first quarter, Boerne dominated, got out to a 14-point lead, and Alamo Heights decided to battle back.
21, it was 21-7, and then Mules have a good second quarter. They score twice, tie it up, and then the Greyhounds hit a Hail Mary, and why not, right?
It's just the way the game's gone. And the Greyhounds are going to get the football to start the second half. The kickoff comes to Trailer on the far side, across the 10, the 20. Be tripped, still on his feet, actually. He'll be brought down at about the 27-yard line. Over on the stop that time for Alamo Heights. Rico Carnahan on special teams. As the Greyhounds will have the football 1st and 10.
Well, Grant Sweeney, that Hail Mary 40-yarder right at the buzzer, and I was told before the game he got an offer from UTSA, so Coach Traylor, the head coach, was here halftime down on the field visiting with the head coaches from the Mules and the Greyhounds.
Well, keep your fingers crossed. Love to see him play football here close to home. Really would. 1st and 10. Speaking of, here is Sweeney. Here's the give. Morrison, as he tries to turn the corner, bangs out to about the 30-yard line before he's met there and brought down. Again, Laswell in on the stop that time for Alamo Heights after a game of a couple of tough yards.
Boerne's not been able to get a whole lot going on the ground. They've had a couple good runs, but not the big gainers, the big chunk plays. Most of their damage has been through the air.
Going to be interesting to see what kind of adjustments both head coaches made at halftime. See how both teams come out and respond here in the second half. Second down, Boerne. Man in motion. Sweeney decides to call his own number. He'll be stopped, still on his feet. He's going to be thrown for a bit of a loss. It's that time Max Gutierrez over to make the stop along with others.
And that looked like a design quarterback draw for Sweeney, and he tried to hit that hole, but the Mules did a good job of shutting it down. And that was one of the X factors coming in is Sweeney, he played in middle school here in Boerne, and then he ended up going to TMI his first 2 years. Came back, didn't know a whole lot about what he could do, and one of the questions was how can he run, and he's been a very good runner for him. Not that time, but generally has been.
Third down, Sweeney tries to scramble out of trouble, and he does so. Running to the far side, just unloads and has a man. It's Dayak at the 40. First down, Boerne.
They're saying, no, they're saying it was not a fumble. The ball came out late, but look at Sweeney just extend his plays. In trouble, has his jersey grabbed. Doesn't have the old Earl Campbell tearaway jerseys, but he still gets out of it. And it looked like he was going to run there. Does a good job looking downfield. Just always kept his eyes looking downfield. And then, yeah, he comes down, and it's stripped when he's on the ground. That wasn't a fumble. That was a good call. Good catch by Dayak.
Great catch by Dayak. Had to go up and get it, but he sure did. Presence in mind to haul that ball in. 1st and 10. The give Morrison. This time, Morrison with a big hole across midfield into Alamo Heights territory at about the 46-yard line. 47 maybe is where they're caught it. That'll move the chains, be another first down.
That was the best running play of the night for the Greyhounds, and if they can get that ground game going, I tell you what, they're going to give the Mules a lot of problems.
First down, Sweeney, quick out, pass complete at about the 40-yard line. He's making the catch. That was Frazier. Boy, he's wrestled out by the Alamo Heights defenders. Drum stop, Abel Martinez for Alamo Heights. Going to give him about 7. It's going to be 2nd down and 3 for Boerne.
Greyhounds were kind of in a hurry up. They slowed it down this time, but they kind of had the Mules back on their heels just a little bit, but kind of letting them catch their breath here.
Sweeney, handoff. Morrison straight ahead. He's going to be awful close to the first down.
I think he's going to be just short. I didn't think he got a good spot, but it's going to be 3rd and about half a length of a football or something like that, half a yard.
Once again, there's Blake Bader over to make the stop.
Tush
3rd
push
down.
I don't know. He's not marked good. He doesn't have a good spot.
Going to be awful close.
It's going to be short, depending on where they spot it. But when the side judges came in, they didn't give it to him.
Zane Forey, Abel Martinez over to make the stop on Morrison. That'll bring up a 4th and short.
So the Eagles run that tush push really well. Nope, that's what the Greyhounds tried it right there, not able to, but
Kyson Biela, big body now checking in for the Greyhounds. He'll be in the backfield along with Morrison. And, of course, quarterback Grant Sweeney on this 4th down.
4th and half a length.
Sweeney the snap, rolling out. Sweeney the keeper, Sweeney the first down and more. As that offensive line there of Zayden Biela and also Tristan Biela, letting you know.
And I think I think he wanted to throw it. He's looking downfield, but I don't think the play was there, so he just decided to tuck and run, and he had a man in front of him. He was able to beat him and get that first down by a couple yards.
Yeah, they're going to mark this at the 36-yard line, that being the Alamo Heights 36-yard line. 1st and 10. Frazier to the far side, Nicholas to the near side. Here's Sweeney. Dropping back, looking to the end zone. Pass in the direction of Nicholas. Defensive coverage, and I tell you what, the Boerne faithful want pass interference. Carter Neely there on the coverage.
Yeah, I don't know, because it seemed like the receiver kind of came over the defender to try to get to the ball.
But right there.
Yeah, right there.
Right there.
There is a little grab right there.
Well,
I like that, though, taking a shot downfield just to keep the defense honest, keep that field stretched out like that.
2nd and 10, Sweeney, he'll call his own number. Breaking tackles to the outside, the 30, the 25, down to around the 24-yard line. Nice run for the junior quarterback, as you were mentioning, his talent running the football. He's coming into play tonight. He carried the ball 38 times for just about 325 yards, 7 touchdowns. He's averaging about 8.5 yards every time he runs the football.
Yeah, that one goes for 11, and that was a zone read. Looked like he had the option to hand off or keep it. He kind of tucks it into the belly of his back. He pulls it out, and then he goes and he gets that first down.
1st and 10. Boerne, they give Morrison. Morrison making something happen across that right guard. Zayden Biela following him, picking up a couple of tough yards.
Good looking drive by the Greyhounds where they started with the kickoff. So it's over 5-minute drive here. Just kind of nice mix of pass and run.
They certainly have controlled good ball control. This is, the opening drive. So it's second down for the Greyhounds. Sweeney. Play action, looking in zone, has a man. In and out of the hands of Jacob Hicks.
Well, Hicks was open, just not able to get it to him. He kind of had to reach back. Hicks did a little bit. If he leads him a little bit more, it probably a touchdown.
Hicks pulled in some tough ones thus far this evening. That one just off his fingertips.
Yep, and Hicks had a pretty good few steps on his guy. The defender did a good job of kind of closing that gap, but he had him early, just not able to get it to him.
So Frazier to the far side. Got Hicks near side along with Nicholas. Stayock in motion on third down. Sweeney, quick out. This one, he hauls in. That's Jacob Hicks. Banging out. He's going to be close to a first down. I think he's a little bit shy. It's going to be fourth down.
Just a little bubble screen there. You see the lineman coming out trying to help him. It's going to be 4th and 2, so.
Lee Brockwell wrapped him up for Alamo Heights.
They're bringing out the field goal kicker.
Well, it's either going to spot this at where? At about the 24, the 25? So this will be a 35-yarder. Coming off the right foot of Diego Jimenez. Snap a little high, brought down. Jimenez gets his foot into it. And it's good. And with 5:30 run remaining here in the third quarter, our new scores: Boerne 31, Alamo Heights 21. Back with more in a moment here on the Greyhound Network.
Better service, faster results. Let Toyota Boerne be your next pick for service. We're family owned and operated. And with express maintenance at our state-of-the-art service center, you'll be in and out in a flash. Right now, get 50% off your next oil change and complimentary loaner cars and rentals. Plus, service from our Toyota certified technicians is a recipe for success. Don't wait. Experience Vic's Pick for yourself. If you want the job done right, schedule your next service at Toyota Boerne.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Let me cash your card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
Boerne ISD Stadium, third quarter action. 35-yard field goal was off the right foot of Diego Jimenez. And the big news of that drive was that was the opening drive of the second half. And Boerne did a good job controlling that clock.
Yeah, they sure did. They took 6:29. That's half the quarter just on that one drive.
Great job. Ball on the ground taken by one of the up men. Across the 30. Across the 35 down to around the 36 goes William Bishop. Bishop, special teams player there, normally in the defensive secondary. He's also listed as a quarterback for this Alamo Heights squad.
Well, that was a 14-play drive, and they converted a 3rd and 8, a 4th and 1, and they had 4 first downs. So nice sustained drive, and they had points and make it a 10-point lead.
First offensive possession of the second half for the Alamo Heights Mules. Cross to the far side. Gadasek to the near side on this first down. Here's Stone rolling. Stone decides to put it away and keep it. He'll be wrapped up at about the 42-yard line. Good open field tackle, Robert Estes.
Well, he's looking downfield, and there's nothing there, so he decides to tuck and run, and that's a good gain on first down.
Should be second and call it 3. Line of scrimmage is the 43-yard line, that being the Mule 43. Easton Stone, the junior quarterback. feeling a little pressure
That's
rolling.
a hold.
This time unloads in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Garza. Stone getting up from the ground. I didn't see any penalty markers.
Took a shot, but I thought watch the lineman right here being held by 71. Look at the jersey grab. Nothing. They just let it go, and he took a shot though. Stone did, and trying to find Garza out there.
Yeah, that's a couple of miscues on the officiating crew, but I guess we all do them.
Well, I don't.
Well, you know, I was going to mention that. I was about to mention that. Third and call it 3. Here's Garza taking the direct snap. He'll have the first down, and more as he's breaking tackles down around the 40-yard line. Before he's wrapped up there, C.J. Smith with the stop. That'll move the chains and be another Alamo Heights first down.
Garza, one of the best running backs in the city. He's probably got about 1,000 yards now, up to, he had about 930 coming in, so he's probably over 1,000 yards for the season. We're just halfway there, so he's that good of a running back.
From the Greyhound 40, 1st and 10, Alamo Heights. Easton Stone, the snap, gives to Garza. A bit of a mixed direction, and he's gone.
Look out.
Across the 20, the 10 into the end zone, touchdown Alamo Heights.
If he's got an inch of daylight, he's gone. You can't let him get to that second level and try to get him down. He's just a very talented player, and you see him left side. And once he gets out there, then forget it. He's got moves, he's got speed, he's got everything. He's kind of just trotting there. But he's one of the better running backs in the greater San Antonio area.
And they did that quickly. They took a minute 19 to get into the end zone from that Boerne touchdown.
Yeah, Greyhounds burn half the quarter, and Mules answer really quick.
The extra point is good. We got 4:12 remaining here in the third quarter. Our score now, Boerne 31, Alamo Heights 28. Back with more in a moment right here on the Greyhound Network.
Life's too short for dirty cars. At Club Car Wash, they make cleanliness easy so you can get back to enjoying the ride. Club Car Wash, your ticket to a cleaner, brighter day.
Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Oh. Oil base with the all-weather enamel. Excellent choice. Let me cash your card.
That's a lot of black paint.
It's a pull, not a push. Take your time.
Well, back following that Alamo Heights touchdown, you know, it's interesting. The Boerne Greyhounds took about a little over 6.5 minutes, or right around 6.5 minutes on their opening drive, extend the lead to 10, and Alamo Heights comes back in less than a minute and a half to cut the lead to 3 once again.
Yeah, minute 12. They go 64 yards, 4 plays. DK Garza with a 40-yard run, and we've said, you know, you think about that Churchill game, he ran for 360 yards and 6 touchdowns, so he's a special player.
12, 13, and 40. He's got 53 yards on touchdown runs tonight alone, 3 times in the end zone for the Alamo Heights Mules.
You know, last year in the game the Greyhounds played at Orem Stadium down at Alamo Heights, he had a big run, about an 80-yarder, and that ended up being the difference in the game. And he wasn't even their feature back. It was that Michael Terry that ended up going to Texas. But Garza had an impact on that game last year as well. And this year he's the guy. I mean, he's the go-to guy, and he's done well this year.
It seems like year in and year out, there's always that one player from Alamo Heights that just kind of shines. And I guess this go-round it is DK Garza. First down. Here's the handoff. Coming near side, nice hold across the 30.
Look out.
Across midfield, into Alamo Heights territory goes Callan Combs before the Mules make a touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, what I love about Combs, watch him at the end here. He knows he's going to get hit. Look at him put both hands over the ball right there. See how he just protects it. And a nice big gainer gets him downfield quick.
Jack Holloman with a touchdown-saving tackle for Alamo Heights after a big game down to the 34-yard line, that being the Alamo Heights 34. That's where the Greyhound offense will go to work 1st and 10.
41-yarder by Combs.
Here's Sweeney looking in zone. Nicholas had a step on his defender. This time they caught him.
Yep.
This time they got Carter Neely.
Well, the guy in front of the play, he can't see the guy's jersey being tugged from behind. The official behind the play, he could see it, and we could see it up here because we're behind the play, but that was definitely the right call.
There it is. So it'll be 1st down for Boerne.
Yeah, and you'll see the official. There's an official in front of him. He can't see the tug. There was a tug before that on that jersey. And then the one behind it is the one that made the call, and you see the flag come in. So it should be a 15-yarder.
Well, the 19-yard line is where they're placing this, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Boerne Greyhounds. Sweeney, he's going to call his own number. Across the 20, penalty markers on the ground. He's going to be stopped just shy of the 15-yard line.
Yeah, there's going to be a hold on the Greyhounds, and it's probably going to come back.
Penalty marker on the play. Sweeney was tackled by.
But, that was one thing I was talking to Coach Sawyer about after one of the games is, Sweeney comes in, you know what he can do. He played at TMI those couple years and just, didn't know about his running ability. And the coach said, yeah, we didn't know exactly how much he could run the ball and how well he can run the ball. And he said, no one knows this about him, but he's probably the fastest guy on the team. So you got quite an athlete there that you get the ball in his hands with his speed. He's got a chance to break stuff.
He is. He's a good size, good game manager, apparently. And if the rumors are true about why Jeff Traylor's here this evening, boy, that would sure be a nice treat to see him in the orange and blue.
And Traylor has 2 nephews playing for the Greyhounds too, so nice to see his nephews play.
Absolutely. 1st down. Sweeney looking near side. Pass complete. It's Nicholas at the 20-yard line. Taken out of bounds by Carter Neely.
Just an easy pitch and catch from Sweeney to Nicholas. Just does a great job. Nicholas, knowing where the sideline is, just catches it, steps out of bounds.
Gets a good chunk of that yardage back.
Yeah, he got 9 of the 10 penalty yards back. Still 2nd and 11-ish right here.
Sweeney faking the give. Play action. Pass once again. Jacob Hicks. Big catch inside the 5 before he's taken down by Lee Brockwell. It's going to be a 1st and goal situation for the Greyhounds.
He's under pressure. You see Combs kind of chase that guy coming from the outside, and just good job of holding on. And we talk about all the different weapons. You got Nicholas, you got Frazier, you got Hicks, you got so many weapons that he can throw to. You got Dayock, you got so many guys out there.
Very talented receiving core. 1st and goal, Greyhounds. Sweeney, the snap, the handoff. Coming near side, banging his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Greyhounds. And that time, Callan Combs takes it in.
That was a good answer by the Greyhounds after Mules quick strike him. Greyhounds hit a 41-yard play to get him in scoring position, overcame a penalty, and nice mix of plays running pass.
Bad snap.
Trouble. Throw it.
And that time, Diego Jimenez just had to eat it and does so at about the 9-yard line. Extra point is no good, but we got 1:54 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Our score now, Boerne 37, Alamo Heights 28. Back with more in a moment here on the Greyhounds Network.
Everyone's lifestyle inside is all connected through Wi-Fi. Your IoT devices, your TV, the streamers, the gamers. And we in Texas, we love being out in the backyard. We love extending, I think, what we do inside to the outside. Whether it's grilling, whether it's swimming, hanging out at night, listening to music, the outdoor Wi-Fi product really extends that Wi-Fi in your lifestyle to the outdoors. We think about connecting products like your security cameras that you can get through GVTC. Talk about your smart lights, your smart speakers. It's the she shed outside, right? For all the women who love to do projects outside, just the same as a workshop. Wherever you want to connect your Wi-Fi, it really is taking the best of the indoor premium Wi-Fi and extending it outdoors into whatever lifestyle that you have.
Well, the Greyhounds take it to the house once again. Nice 4-yard touchdown run by Combs. And how'd that drive look?
They go 4 plays, 75 yards. I'm not counting all those penalties that were back and forth because they kept the first down on every one of those. It goes 75 yards and answer in 2:18.
Short kick, kind of high end over end, taking on one of the up men at the 30-yard line. Backing up, but he reverses field, and he's off to the races. Penalty markers down. I think they're going to get Alamo Heights for an illegal block. But right there, William Bishop with a nice return. Looked like he was gonna lose yardage, but
yeah, he kind of went the wrong way to start the play. It looked like he wanted to do one of those fake handoffs, but the other guy didn't come to get the ball.
Yeah, it's a holding or holding call against Alamo Heights, so that's going to negate that big return by Bishop.
They're still going to have pretty. Well, I was going to say it depends where the incident. Infraction occurred.
Yeah, they'll have the ball at the 35.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of, this is a big game out here tonight, as we were talking about. Huge district implications go along with this one this evening, halfway point in the season. But another big one just up the way. If you throw a rock real hard, you can probably hit where they are. Smithson Valley, you talk about a district rivalry. Smithson Valley leads Piper 20-17 that late in the third quarter.
Two teams Boerne champion will play. They've already played Smithson Valley. They still have Piper left on the schedule.
I like how we're going to segue here in just a second. First down. Here's the pitch. Garza. Good chase this time. They try to slow him up, and they're going to get him. They're going to stop Garza this time inside the 35. He's going to lose. That time contained him well as Traylor came over to make the hit.
He makes the first guy miss. Watch right there. But there's just too many purple shirts. He just can't run by all of them. Burkholder comes in.
Yeah, Burkholder wrapped him up.
Somebody else.
Bear hugged him right there. And you don't see Garza lose yardage that often, but you did that time. He lost one. It's going to be 2nd and 11. Pair of receivers near side. One to the far side for quarterback Easton Stone. Stone rolls out of the pocket. Pass complete. Gatasek. He hauls that in just shy of midfield. That's his first catch of the evening.
That's a nice job here. Nice throw on the run by Stone. Just lays it up. Nice throw.
So we were talking about Champion having to face both Smithson Valley and Piper later in the season. Champion having themselves quite a night this evening.
Yeah, the last I heard, they were beating Seguin 35-21 at third quarter. And that's a big game for both because Champion, they dropped the district opener to Smithson Valley last week. It'd be tough to go 0-2 in that district.
First down. Here's Stone. Feeling pressure. He'll be sacked. Logan Lewis with the big hit.
Yep, and Stone, he's trying to bail out of the pocket here, and he steps up and just kind of steps into where the traffic is, and that's about a 7-yard loss. Good sack by the Greyhound defense. Pushed the Mules back on their side of the 50-yard line.
Yes, Lewis got by right tackle Ben Petamber just onto the quarterback. It's going to be 2nd and quite a bit of real estate now for the Alamo Heights Mules.
Got about 17.
This may be the last play of the quarter. Here's Stone taking the snap. He's looking downfield. He's looking home run, feeling pressure once again. Gets out of it, unloads, has Garza, but Garza's going to be stopped right away. Good heads-up tackle that time by Jake Pettis.
And that takes us to the end of the quarter, but was there a flag? Nope, that's the quarter.
That's it. We got 3 in the books. Hang on. Final 12 on the way, and this has been a goodie. It promises more of the same. 37-28, Boerne on top of Alamo Heights as we head to the fourth quarter right here on the Greyhounds Network.
You know, everyone's lifestyle inside is all connected through Wi-Fi. Your IoT devices, your TV, the streamers, the gamers. And we in Texas, we love being out in the backyard. We love extending, I think, what we do inside to the outside. Whether it's grilling, whether it's swimming, hanging out at night, listening to music, the outdoor Wi-Fi product really extends that Wi-Fi in your lifestyle to the outdoors. We think about connecting products like your security cameras that you can get through GVTC. Talk about your smart lights, your smart speakers. It's the she shed outside, right? For all the women who love to do projects outside, just the same as a workshop. Wherever you want to connect your Wi-Fi, it really is taking the best of the indoor premium Wi-Fi and extending it outdoors into whatever lifestyle that you have.
Sports editor of the Boerne Star newspaper, Kerry Barbosa, yours truly, Roland J. Reese. 3rd and 6 as we start the fourth quarter. Pass out to the far side is complete. Alex Cross hauled that in. He's going to get the first down for Alamo Heights.
Cross did a good job of securing the ball. Watch him just stop. He stops everything, catches the ball, and then he runs. And able to get, he kind of weaves his way, gets that first down.
Good yak, as they refer to it, or at least used to refer to it. The yards after catch. 1st and 10, Alamo Heights. Line of scrimmage, the 37-yard line, that being the Boerne 37. Guards with the handoff. They're keying on him this time. Nothing doing. Big stop, Ronald Smith.
A little bit of extracurricular, but he kind of stumbled right there, and that there's just too many purple jerseys right there playing up on that line of scrimmage. And then a couple guys kind of got into it out of camera range, and no flags, so okay, guys, you know, it's a rivalry. This used to be one of the great rivalries, and then they kind of went different directions. Boerne went down to 4A when Champion opened, and Heights went up to 5A. Now Boerne's back up to 5A, and they've renewed it, and the emotions are still there, even though they hadn't played in a while.
2nd and long for Alamo Heights. On about 2nd and 13. Stone, pass intercepted, or in and out of the hands. No, almost nearly.
Hodgkin gets a hand on it, just not able to secure it. But
oh my, right here.
Throws it into traffic. See, on the way down, he's reaching, just not able to bring it down. But,
yeah, I thought Rory Hodgkin had that one.
But he makes them waste it down, so it's 3rd and long here. You might be in 4-down territory with the score and where you're at on the field, but so they're going to probably have 2 cracks at this.
3rd and 13. 2 receivers far side and a single receiver near side. The Greyhound faithful on their feet saying hold 'em defense. There's Stone.
Movement. They moved. Mules did. That was nice to see Hodgkin and Stone just kind of patted each other's helmets right there. Probably friends. These guys, a lot of these guys know each other.
So, yeah, you figure all the camps and things like that.
Oh,
these
yeah,
young men attend, yeah.
And then they play other sports, you know, and so a lot of them play baseball, and a lot of the travel teams and the AAU teams. You have a lot of teammates from other schools.
3rd down, and from Boerne to Bergheim to get the first down now for Alamo Heights. Here's Stone, stepping up, looking in zone, unloads. Pass overthrew his intended receiver, broken up nicely. Indefensively, Jake Bettis. Also back there, C.J. Smith.
Yeah, they only rushed 3 that time, and still kind of forced them to dance around back there. And this kind of a jump ball, really. And really, the Greyhounds had a better chance at catching it than the receiver did right here. See, Perez had the better chance of catching it. 4th down, though. 4th and 18, and what do you do if you're the Mules? You're down 9 points with 10 minutes to go. You're on the plus side of the field. You're in Boerne territory, but that's a long way to go. Well, Garza is their punter. He could quick kick it. No, they're going to talk about it.
And timeout, Alamo Heights. I guess it's almost.
It's getting crunch time.
Yeah, it's definitely getting crunch time, and I don't want to jinx anything, but you almost feel like Mo is hanging on the side of the Greyhounds right now. 37-28 with 10:06 remaining in the ball game. Still plenty of time left in this, but a couple of big defensive stops by the Greyhounds on this drive. A couple of Alamo Heights miscues, and that has them in this situation right now with a 4th and rather long.
Yep, Greyhounds hit that Hail Mary at halftime, about a 40-yarder, where Sweeney just played that perfectly. He just bought time, ran around, then he threw it, and there was about, 10 guys in on that play, and his guy just jumped the highest and hauled it down. Eli Nicholas that time. That's been the difference in the game basically up to this point. That's how evenly matched it's been. It's just been really one play that's kind of been the difference here. Well, we got Garza back. I wouldn't be surprised if they quick kick with him because he's pretty far back.
Yeah, he's standing back at his own 46 right now.
He's going to quick kick.
Is the case? Touches a player about the 10-yard line.
See what that does. Greyhounds have everybody up. It prevents Boerne from getting any kind of return. So they got a long way to go. They could go 91 yards. So that time they're just playing field position, just trying to back the Greyhounds up. Hope the defense could come up with a stop.
If the Greyhounds could put together another clock-eating drive like they did at the beginning of the second half, that would go a long way in tonight's contest.
That would go a long way.
And they've done it before. I mean, they've done it a couple of times already this evening. They've dominated the clock.
And you like to run the ball in those cases a lot of times. You can still throw, and the Greyhounds have great short passing games, so that's kind of like a run, right? You can do the little pitch passes. You can do just the little bubble screen, so nothing deep downfield, just short, safe passes.
So here it is, 1st and 10, the give. This is Combs across the 15, down to around the 20-yard line before he's tripped up and run out of bounds. In on the stop that time, speaking of Trip Johnson.
Yeah, does a good job, and you can see at the end he's trying to turn it upfield and stay in bounds, but just a little push right there knocks him out of bounds. It stops the clock, which helps the Mules. But you take that gain of 11. And the first down.
But of course, the old philosophy, keep it on the ground and eat that clock. Don't know if it appears the scoreboard has been corrected. It looks like Alamo Heights has 2 timeouts in the quarter. That's all they can stop the clock this time. Running back held up. Big stop. It on that was Gianni Tovar.
Yep, he just read that one well.
Just kind of bear hugged the Greyhound running back. Stopped it for no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, the Mules are going to have a chance. They're going to have their defense come up with a stop. This is Boerne's 3rd possession of the second half, and they've scored on the first 2. They had the field goal and then that touchdown. They missed the extra point, though. But the Mules defense is going to have to help the offense out a little bit here.
2nd and 10. Sweeney, quick out. He's got Frazier at the 30. Remove the chains.
Yeah, and again, he stepped out of bounds, but he got the first down. That's what I like about it. He's going to lower the shoulder, and the contact's going to take him out of bounds, but he got the – well, actually, I say that he got the third. No, he didn't. He's 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. Sweeney inside. Look over to the sidelines.
But I like the extra yardage he got just by lowering that shoulder because that got him to within a yard of the first down.
Now they shift back in the offense on this 3rd down. The give, Combs. He'll have the first down and more across the 35. down to around the 36-yard line.
Yep, and the clock will stop while they reset the chains, and then it'll get going. It's already rolling right now, so this is what we're talking about earlier, just sustaining the drive, burning clock.
Callan Combs, 251 yards running the football coming into play tonight. That's going to go up big time after tonight's game. But interestingly enough, only one rushing touchdown thus far in the season for Callan.
Yeah, he had one earlier, didn't he?
He did today. Yes,
yeah,
he did.
Yeah.
So add that one.
He had the last one that they scored on.
Sweeney getting out of pressure. Unloads.
Look out.
Oh, my goodness. It was almost a miraculous catch that time by Jacob Hicks. It was just like tapped back. You can see here.
Yeah, that's a risky throw. There really wasn't anybody open. He just kind of threw it up off balance and said, hey, let's do a jump ball, and almost tapped.
He almost tapped it to Hicks.
Yeah. Not quite.
That was going to be one for the highlight reels right there.
That was a risky throw, though.
Yes.
Jeff Traylor's going to write that in his notebook. He says, okay, when he comes here, I'm going to talk to him about that one. Because college or the next level after that usually gets picked.
Yeah, well, yes, indeed. Now there's whistles and
play clock got down to 0, so
Bernie calls a timeout.
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. As I said, be a nice sight to be able to say I saw the young man play some great games here at Boerne High School and takes it to the next level. I could see it there at Alamo at UTSA, and it'd be interesting because that'd be one of the few right-handed quarterbacks that UTSA would have had in the last several years.
So got a Greyhound from Matador Stadium in Seguin, Texas. Seguin, 48-35 Chargers. Under a minute to go, so Chargers with a much-needed win if they can hang on these last 40 seconds, because I'd put them at 1-1, and that would drop Seguin to 1-1 in the district, and the Chargers would have the tiebreaker against them going forward.
Right, going head-to-head, right.
Yep.
So, yeah, things starting to slowly, not quite in a big way, but slowly starting to separate after tonight's contest.
Interesting, we were talking about it. Both Boerne ISD's teams on bye next week.
That is interesting.
And that was the same thing last year, both the Chargers and Greyhounds off the same week. So it's a nice, easy Friday night for me, which I like.
But the stadium's going to be lonely without lights on. What are they going to do? Second down, Sweeney. Looking to air it out just off the fingertips of Frazier.
Had him.
If he would have hauled that in, that would have been it.
Yep. And he was one-on-one. He got behind the defender. That was the play the whole time. And just right there, you just see.
Just off his fingertips.
Yep. I don't know how tall Frazier is, but if he was an inch or two taller, he probably catches that.
Well, I got a pair of receivers either side, 3rd and 10.
That stops the clock, though. That's the thing.
On that incomplete, right.
It stops at 8:02.
Sweeney. Dropping back.
Uh-oh.
He decides to run. Ball on the ground. Mules saying they have it.
96 came up with it.
That's it. That's Zach Forey from his defensive tackle position. Don't go anywhere yet.
Yeah, the game just got really interesting if it wasn't already. And you see, he's got room. He's going to step up and run, and right there just gets stripped. Not sure who did it, but Forney falls on it, and golden opportunity for.
That's it. The 38-yard line. The Greyhound 38 is where the Mules will go to work, 1st and 10. You got two receivers at the bottom of your screen. Single receiver to the top. Little movement, no flags. Here's Stone. Unloads. He has a man at the 25-yard line. That's Balden. Hauling that in, the 5'9", 170-pound junior caught several this evening.
There's a flag, so right at about the 30, so let's see what that's about.
See, we get the signal.
Well, Greyhounds have the lead. They're driving. It's a rivalry and
illegal receiver downfield.
Yeah, an ineligible man. Anything can happen in a rivalry, so this just made it very interesting.
Certainly did. This is going to back them all the way back up into, well, actually it's going to back them up to the 47 or 48.
No, 43.
43. Wishful thinking on my part. I shouldn't be biased. 43-yard line. Stop it, Roland. All right, 37-28, 7:43 remaining in the ball game.
Not a math major, huh?
Oh, my gosh. Not at all. Not at all. My gazentas don't work. Here's Stone scrambling. Gets out of bounds. He's run out there by Robert Estes. Gets a good chunk of that back. It'll be second down for Alamo Heights.
Well, you know, Hodgkin did a very good job of staying home that time. They only on that right side, they only rushed 3. They're keeping 8 back, but Hodgkin did not let him get outside on this side anyway. Forced him the other way.
Second and long for Alamo Heights. Penalties didn't help. Stone pass complete.
Oh, wow.
Skatasek. And he gets popped.
Ronald Smith hit him in the next week.
Ronald Smith has had a good game this evening. Ronald Smith has played good defensive game. Bang.
Nice clean shot, too. No helmet to helmet, just a nice clean shot.
It really was.
And what a great job by the receiver to hold on to the ball. I don't know. He had a choice. As hard as he hit it, got stuck in his ribs.
It's third down. Alamo Heights. Stone dropping back, passing. Pass intercepted. Bettis comes away with the football. Big turnover. Boerne Greyhounds will be in possession.
Oh, a flag comes out. It's going to be after for something, but it should be Greyhounds' ball. Kind of telegraphs he's staring down his receiver. Perez reads it, playing safety, steps up and makes a nice interception there. And one turnover deserves another, right?
Well, that's the second turnover of the night for Alamo Heights. Both of them interceptions. C.J. Smith got one earlier in the contest.
Yep. Boerne puts it on the turf. Mules get it. A few plays later, Boerne returns the favor. And that was third down, 3rd and 9. I think at this point in the game, under 7, I think the Mules were probably going to go for it. Let's see what the penalty is, though, because a flag came out near midfield way after the play was over. And you see Coach Brett Sawyer there, head coach of the Greyhounds.
They're going to spot this at the 18-yard line.
Such a nice, and Coach Sawyer's such a nice guy. You know, he's just always so friendly, always happy to see you.
You know, I have thoroughly enjoyed my contact with Coach Sawyer and look forward to more. You're absolutely right.
And he's involved in the community. You know, his kids come to school here, and they're in the Boerne ISD. Has one in high school, and one that's graduated last year that played soccer, and so he says he's been a head coach 2 other places, but he says I'm gonna stay in Boerne for the rest of my life. So he really likes it here.
He certainly has proven to be an asset, both as you mentioned, coaching these young men and community-wise. So thanks for all you do, Coach Sawyer. It'll be first down for the Greyhounds. Line of scrimmage about the 17-yard line. Here's the handoff. Combs trying to find the corner. He's going to be stopped for a loss back to about the 15-yard line. And I think Alamo Heights starting to feel a little bit of frustration. But, of course, the good news even with that play is that the clock continues to run.
Right, that's the thing. It looked like he had a chance to take it out wide a little bit, but he cut it back up. And I kind of like that because that kept him from going out of bounds. So right now it's about keeping the clock running. You're up 2 scores, so just keep the clock running, and at some point you're going to force them to use their timeouts.
Second down. Got a pair of receivers at the bottom of your screen, and a couple at the top as well. Combs in motion. Pass out to Frazier, 25. Knocked out at about the 27-yard line. In on the stop, that was Trip Johnson. It'll be third down and at least manageable for the Greyhounds.
3rd and 2-ish. Again, though, excuse me, Roland, the Greyhounds stepped out of bounds, though. That kind of helps the Mules. It lets them keep some of their timeouts.
Nicholas and Dayak to the left. Got a pair of receivers to the right. Now there goes man in motion. Quick out pass. Frazier, the reception, the 35-yard line. First down and more.
And he stayed in bounds, I think.
Frazier says first down.
Yeah, they'll stop the clock to move the change, but he was able to stay in bounds. They stopped his forward progress, but while he was in bounds, so the clock should start running pretty quickly here.
Line of scrimmage now, the 37-yard line.
Yep, it's going. It's 5.5-ish. Take your time here if you're the Greyhounds. Snap it with about 5:05 left and run a play.
Both teams, 2 timeouts remaining, and of course we've got that 2-minute timeout coming up.
Right.
New little wrinkle.
So that gives the Mules 3 because they have 2 on the board and then that 2-minute one.
1st and 10, Sweeney. The handoff, Combs kind of slips coming out of the backfield, but still manages to get a couple of tough yards. Middle of that line.
Johnny Tovar.
4 in on the stop.
Yeah, just got back to the line of scrimmage, basically, but you're okay. You just want, right now it's about the clock. You got a 9-point lead, so you just want to burn this clock. There's 2 coaches signaling in the play. One's a hot read or the live read. The other's just a fake read in case they're scouting them. And they know which one they want, but they don't get it till about 10 seconds on the clock.
2nd down. Combs a handoff. Stop shy of the 40-yard line.
Well,
Max Gutierrez.
The Mules have not lost a district game since 2019 in November, last game of the year, and guess where it was? It was at this stadium.
Right here.
Against Champion, though, because they were a 5A. So since 20 to this year, they're 34-0 in district. That's an impressive streak. Boerne is 23-1 since 2020, and their only loss has been to the Mules, and that was last year. So 2 teams that know how to win a lot.
Sweeney, pass, Dayak at the 42.
Mules might want to burn a timeout here.
For he's hit Laswell, knocking him out of bounds, and I do believe that's the case.
Yeah, because you got them in 4th down, so you don't want them to burn, another 40 seconds off before they decide if they're going to punt or kick, or punt or go for it, excuse me. So save a little bit of time here.
Well, as you were mentioning, both the Boerne Greyhounds and the Champion Chargers with a week off next week. You got their bye week. Boerne will come back on the 10th of October. Hard to believe we're in October already.
I know. I wish the weather would follow
Would be
suit.
a little more October-ish. Yeah, that'd be nice.
It's getting there.
Yeah, at least in the mornings thus far. So, but anyway, they'll be on the road to take on the Harlandale Indians in San Antonio on the 10th. For these Alamo Heights Mules, district play will continue next week as they will travel next week, as a matter of fact, to take on Harlandale. Yeah, but they'll be back at Orem Stadium.
Yeah, they did a lot of renovations at Alamo Heights Orem Stadium's. Really nice facility, and the gym, just a great gym in there. Mule Dome, that's a really nice place now. They fixed it up quite a bit.
So 4th down. Greyhound showing punt, which would make sense. 4th down, bit of a distance there. 4th called about 6. Fair catch called for. Trip Johnson.
He hit him. He fair caught it.
He fair caught it, yeah. That's going to be a penalty on Boerne.
I think he thought the ball was loose. I think he might have juggled it.
It did look like he didn't have control of the football.
Yeah. So that's a tough one. But that's going to move them up to the, well, 42-ish, 45-ish, right around there. So you got 320. Mules will have the ball, but they are down 9 points. So seems like Boerne defense comes up with one stop or two on a drive, and that might hand the Mules their first loss in 2019 in district.
43-yard line with 3:20 remaining here in the ball game, and still at 9-point margin. Boerne on top. Here's Stone. Quick out pass complete. It's Garza. Steps out just before midfield. They'll stop the clock.
Well, he's their best player, so you got to get it in his hands. And it's funny, all the scoring we saw, the fourth quarter has turned into a defensive struggle. Neither team has been able to score in this fourth quarter. Been 2 turnovers and a couple punts, and it's just really just like 2 heavyweights just going at it, right? Just trading punches, just one hit after another all night.
Second down, Alamo Heights. Stone rolling near side. Pass complete. Nice. Cross. Hauling that in Greyhound territory.
Well, that was a nice throw. He throws it in. He drops it in the bucket between Smith and Bobby Jet Wilkinson, right in between the two right there. Just nice touch on that throw. Just dropped it in the bucket.
36-yard line is the line of scrimmage for Alamo Heights, that being the Greyhound 36, 1st and 10.
12-yard completion there.
Stone calling for the ball. Pass quick out complete to Garza.
Guess who? Boy, he's so slippery.
Breaking tackles inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line.
It just seems like, okay, you got him, and then he just keeps going. He's just so hard to tackle. He's just so slippery.
Mules in the hurry up. 2:50 remaining in the ball game. First down, the give, Garza. The 15, the 10, 5, into the end zone, touchdown Alamo Heights.
Well, he had 3 of the touches on this drive. The only one was that completion over here on this sideline. That time he just kind of weaves his way, and like I said, once he gets out to that second level where the linebackers are and you don't have a hand on him, and yeah, good luck trying to stop him from there.
Extra point attempt is coming from Gannon Laswell. It's good. 2:41 remaining in the ball game, and we've got a brand new game, 37-35. Boerne clinging to a 2-point lead. Come back for more of this in just a moment here on the Greyhound Network.
In this town, we drive trucks.
It's just what we do. In this town, we catch fish.
It's just what we do.
In this town,
We support our hounds.
In this town, we go to Ferris Orthodontics.
It's just what we do.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the movies, Abuela?
Mijo, I love you, but I prefer the classic movies. You go, have a good time. What's this?
Just come with me.
Oh, ay, mijo.
Your choice, Abuela.
GVTC, connecting you.
Back at Boerne ISD Stadium, the lead has been cut to 2 for the Boerne Greyhounds. And you know, of the 5 touchdowns that Alamo Heights has scored tonight, DK Garza has been responsible for 4 of them.
That's shocking. Boerne's protecting against the onside kicker. We were talking about it during the break. Do you go for onside? It looks like they're going to here. Boerne's got 10 men up and only 1 man back.
There it is.
Nice.
Good job. Great hands to fall on that. Well, of course, you would expect great hands from Callan Combs, who falls on the football there on special teams.
Part of the hands team. You have your return guys, and then when you have the hands team when you're expecting an onside kick, and it's usually your receivers running backs, tight ends, those guys that are used to touching the ball and catching the ball and that sort of thing. Game isn't over yet, though. He's still got 2:41. The Mules have a timeout, and they're going to give it to Boerne at the Mules 45, but you still got 2:41. Mules still have a little bit of life in them here. One or two first downs would do it for the Greyhounds.
Well, interesting situation. Alamo Heights 45, first down. Sweeney, the give, straight ahead. This is Combs.
Yeah, you got to run. You just have to run and burn the clock. You're going to be able to take this down close to the 2-minute warning here. Yeah, you're going to be able to take, or 2-minute timeout or whatever. You're going to be able to take it to the 2-minute.
He's going to get one. It'll be 2nd and 9. As the team comes over to the sideline.
Yep, it's going to let the Mules could have burned a timeout there. They decided not to. They could have saved about 30 seconds here, but they only have one timeout.
They only got one left,
so you got to be judicious about how you use it. They decided it's better for them to burn it on the other side.
Whistle now, I believe that's it. That is it. It's the 2-minute timeout. 2 minutes left in tonight's ball game. It's been a dandy. The Boerne Greyhounds holding on to a 2-point lead, come back, and we're going to take you to the conclusion of tonight's game right after this on the Greyhound Network.
You know, everyone's lifestyle inside is all connected through Wi-Fi. Your IoT devices, your TV, the streamers, the gamers. And we in Texas, we love being out in the backyard. We love extending, I think, what we do inside to the outside. Whether it's grilling, whether it's swimming, hanging out at night, listening to music, the outdoor Wi-Fi product really extends that Wi-Fi in your lifestyle to the outdoors. We think about connecting products like your security cameras that you can get through GVTC. Talk about your smart lights, your smart speakers. It's the she shed outside, right? For all the women who...
Boerne ISD Stadium, big district contest tonight. It's been a dandy, as we mentioned. Boerne hanging on to a 2-point lead on this second down. Sweeney, the keeper, he keeps it on the ground, gets out to near the 40-yard line, down to around the 41. That is the Alamo Heights 41.
Yeah, the Mules burned their last time out. So it's 3rd down. So you're going to be able to get this to about a minute before you hit 4th down.
Tell you what, the Greyhounds really need to get a first down to keep this thing going.
Yeah, and Sweeney that time with the keeper, he has 2 jobs that time. Stay in bounds and don't fumble. That's it. You don't have to gain a whole lot. You'd like a big gain, but even if you don't gain anything, you lose yards. You got to stay in bounds. You got to hold on to that ball.
Because I don't think at this point you want to put the ball back in the hands of the Alamo Heights offense.
No, you don't.
And DK Garza.
Well, when they took over at 2:41. I said 1 or 2 timeouts. Just the way it's played out in this last minute or so. Really, one more first down wins it for the Greyhounds. At this point, if they get a first down here, it's over.
And they got 2 opportunities to do that right now. It's 3rd down. They have got to get to the 35-yard line for a first down. So it's 3rd and about 5.
Do you throw? Because if you throw and it's incomplete, you stop the clock.
Stop the clock.
So do you just keep it on the ground, or what do you do here? And they've figured all this out beforehand. They know what they're going to do in these types of situations. They work on them.
Well, here we go. 3rd down. Eden 5. Sweeney calling his own number. He's going to be wrapped up at about the line of scrimmage and dropped. Alamo Heights celebrating. Max Gutierrez has had a whale of a game for the Mules on defense. Does so again there with the big stop of Sweeney. But that'll bring up a 4th and call it 6 as he loses 1 on that play.
Yeah, but Greyhounds can take this down to under a minute. And they're probably going to let it go down to about a second here on the play clock, call a timeout, and then talk about whether they want to punt or go for it. I would think you want to back them up. Now a Mules player go down. He went down he was standing out there for 20 seconds, then he went down.
That's
the
Greyhound faithful are letting him hear it.
Yeah, they could have he saved them 20 seconds. They could have taken it down to about a minute, and they were going to call a timeout, I think, and talk about it. But
well, this does stop the clock, and we look at it, 1:19 remaining on this injury.
Yeah, put that in quotes. Injury.
There you go. Well, you know.
And sometimes it is, and it's legit sometimes. And, you know, and they tell the player, if you're hurt, don't try to run off the field because you could make it worse depending on what the injury is, right? So just fall down if you're really hurt.
Well, I mean, who would ever think that young men about that size banging into each other for about an hour, one of them wouldn't come up hurt, or you're hurt every play, you know. And I'm not making light of the situation. Certainly, I hope the young man is doing fine, especially that young man, because he's had a whale of a game, as I mentioned. That's Max Gutierrez. But you got to wonder if strategy's put into it as well. I mean, you see it in soccer quite a bit.
Yeah, you see it. Well, you see it in the NFL. That's why they had to come up with rules about how to govern the end of game like that with timeouts. And sometimes they do run-offs, 10-second run-offs, that sort of thing.
And that by no means to besmirch the great sport of soccer. I'm just saying it happens. You've got to be smart. 4th down, big play. Let's see what happens.
But that injury saved the Mules about, well, they're running the clock. They started the clock again, so Boerne can take it down to about 30 seconds here.
Under a minute. That, at this point, that would be the wise thing to do.
Well, it's going to be about 30 seconds. And I think they're just going to take a timeout. Or they just could take a penalty and back up 5 yards at this point.
Sweeney saying, okay, there's the snap.
They called the timeout with 1 second.
1 second.
Coach Sawyer not happy about something. I don't think everybody was on that same page at that time.
27 seconds on the game clock. Yeah, I think you're right there, because if you notice, Sweeney is indicating something as he's calling for the football. Seemed to be waving something off or something along those lines. But there you go, 27 seconds away. Will the Mules drop their first district game in quite a while?
It's 2019.
We're about to find out.
And it was here. What was interesting about that year is the Mules dropped their game here that Friday. Boerne's last district loss before the loss to Mules last year was the day before here. So both at this stadium in 2019, that the Mules lost their last district game, and Boerne's last loss in district was here until last year. Both teams have won a lot. Mules are 34-0 since then, and Boerne's 23-1.
Yeah, both very rich traditions.
In district, yeah. And I remember this rivalry in the early 2000s. Boerne, Mules played. Mules won state during that time. Boerne made the state semifinals during that time.
So here we go. Sweeney on to punt this thing away, and does so. Johnson saying get away from it. However, the ball sails out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Alamo Heights with 20 seconds on the clock to at least get in field goal range.
Yeah, the field goal wins it for them. And that time you want Sweeney to kick it out of bounds. You think, well, if you kick it in bounds, maybe it'll bounce around. You can kill some clock, but this way you don't get any kind of return, right? So it just stops. So you got 20 seconds. They got to go about 50, 70 yards, but they got a guy that can break the big plays.
Greyhound faithful on their feet. 20 seconds left. 1st and 10, 25-yard line for Alamo Heights. Stone, the quarterback, calls for the football. Looking downfield, feeling pressure. Getting out, he's still running. He's trying to get to the sidelines and does so, gets out of bounds at the 40-yard line. That ought to give him a fresh set of downs. Took 10 seconds off the clock to do that.
Yeah, he took half their time, but he's getting them closer. But he can't do that again, really. He's got to throw it at this point. You probably had one chance to do that, and with 10 seconds, you just got to try to throw down the field at this point if you're the Mules.
First and 10, line of scrimmage is the Alamo Heights 40-yard line. 2 receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side. Stone calling for the football. Stone, pass in the middle. The receiver, that's Baldwin, makes the reception, gets out of bounds. 6 seconds off the clock. There's 4 seconds left in the game.
Well, the Greyhounds are in a prevent defense. They have 3 guys back at about the 20 to 25. So, people joke, the prevent defense prevents you from winning. But what Boerne's doing now, they're just keeping everything in front. They're giving up the 10, 15-yard plays, keeping everything in front just because time is not on the Mules side right now.
3 receivers to the near side. Single receiver to the far side on this 2nd and 4 for Alamo Heights. Ball on the ground. Stone picks it up. Stone rolling. Unloads. Intercepted. Ball game over. And the Alamo Heights Mules have dropped their first district game since 2019. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. It looked like Bobby Jet Wilkinson, number 24, had that last pick. He didn't have to catch it if he didn't want. He could just batted it down, but regardless, he makes the catch. 3rd one of the night for the Greyhound defense, and they win this big district showdown between the 2 powerhouses in 13-5 AD1.
Both teams now 4-1. Boerne Greyhounds heading into a bye. The Alamo Heights Mules will take on the Harlandale Indians next Friday night.
And the big thing is Boerne's 1-0 and in district, and Alamo Heights is 0-1, and Greyhounds have the head-to-head tiebreaker. And what a great game! What a great game! You saw just great effort, individual effort, great team effort. And when you coming in, this game had a chance to be special, and it really lived up to all the billing, didn't it?
It really did. Very few times do you see games on paper that are just like, this one is bound to go down in the record books. And this one was a thriller start to finish. And it's just been an honor to be here and be able to witness this and be part of it. Your final this evening from Boerne ISD Stadium is the Boerne Greyhounds over the Alamo Heights Mules, 37-35. That's going to close it out here for us this evening from my partner, Carrie Barbosa, the sports editor of the Boerne Star newspaper. And for all of us here at WIG Productions and the Greyhound Network, I'm Roland J. Reese. Thank you so much for joining us. Till next time, so long, everybody.
In this town, we drive trucks.
It's just what we do. In this town, we catch fish.
It's just what we do.
In this town,
We support our hounds.
In this town, we go to Ferris Orthodontics.
It's just what we do.